Officials ain't going to be perfect. They ain't going to make every call. Everybody's like, oh, that was a face mask on Dallas Goddard. No, it wasn't. You know why? Because they didn't throw the goddamn flag. All right? So it wasn't a face mask.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to New Heights, a Jukes original show presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. New Heights is a show that speaks stats into existence. Shout out to the 92% that really isn't 92%, but now is 92% thanks to the Buffalo game. That 8% was on showcase, baby. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. This is my big bro, Jason Kelce, out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. University of Cincinnati Bearcats, baby. New Heights comes to you every single Wednesday with a new episode. And please subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. And as always, follow the show on all social platforms at New Heights Show. Jason, what we got coming up? I hope it's a good one.
Well, as always, we got a great episode, Trav. We'll recap how the Chiefs offense kept it rolling against the Jaguars. The Eagles finally hitting our first setback. Fuck!
Yeah, I know that one.
And how our quarterback sneak agenda took a hit this weekend. Thanks, Bills and Vikings. But first, as always, New news. Still the number one podcast in the world. Well, sports. Number one for sports. But we also have cracked into the top 10 for overall podcasts this past week. Thanks to our Jalen Hurts interview, which did extremely well.
It was awesome.
I guess Jalen Hurts conversation. Really not an interview. It was just a great convo with us three. Who should we get next, you think? I think there's one person everybody wants. It just, are you man enough to ask? Really, is what it comes down to.
No. I am. Yeah, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask him. I think I've asked already. I kind of like hinted at it. I was like, "Hey, Pat, do you like the show?" He said, "Yeah." So it's like, "Yeah, come on on."
Well, you got to do it. You got to do it in the Pat voice.
No, I'm not doing it in the Pat voice.
That's not how
you get Pat on. That's not how you get Pat on.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That was like the one thing I did his rookie year. Like, there's no hazing in Coach Reed's like locker rooms. Like, there's no like, oh, the rookie's got to do this. Like, you get like seniority and like taping lines and like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or like hotel rooms and shit.
Sure.
But you don't get like, the rookies don't have to do stuff. You know what I mean? It's not expected. But the one thing I just made fun of Pat was every single time he spoke up in like a meeting or anything like that, I would just
you're just a bully. So this
no.
Come on, you're just a big bully.
What? It's my guy. It's one of my best friends. I just gotta, right time, right place, baby. Right time,
I was talking to Jalen after the episode launched, and he said, "Who you guys getting next?" And I was like, I think probably try and get Pat. He's like, y'all should definitely do Pat. So Jalen's on the Pat train too. So
nice, man.
Let's make it happen.
Jaylen. Let's make it happen. You heard it here, Pat.
Other names being thrown out. Andy Reid. God, that would be awesome.
That'd be sweet, man. It's a tough ask.
It's an intimidating man.
It's a tough ask. I don't know. That's the one where I'm like, what do I go? Hey, coach.
Hey, just ask. You just ask.
I'm not a good asker, man.
It's like when you asked, whoever you asked the middle school dance in, 8th grade. You just go up and worst that can happen is they say no, right?
Yeah, and you go to the dance alone.
Yeah. And Andy's the Great White Buffalo. It's you got to go up there. You got to go up.
The Great White Walrus. The Great White Walrus.
If you need me to, I will text him so that you don't have to ask.
That would make it a lot easier.
If you are not
get the bug in
you are not man enough to go up and ask him yourself.
The guy's busy, Jason. Okay, we just heard from Joe Thomas what it takes to be an NFL head coach. Okay, he might be a little busy
It's true.
Early on in the week. Okay,
then he just says no, right? Back in the
he
same
says
spot
no
we're
with
in
like
right
the
now.
eyebrow, like no.
Why are you are you focused on the right things, Travis?
You need to lock the fuck in, Travis. I said the story about the draft story last week with the Jalen episode, and I said it, and Coach Reed doesn't cuss like that. Okay, I kind of like elaborated on it a little bit more than I probably should have. So he doesn't cuss like that, especially not the first time he meets somebody or first time he talks to somebody when they're getting drafted. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, we all of these stories that we tell have been somewhat adapted to our language, just so everyone knows. And other names that have been thrown out there, Landon Dickerson. Landon would be tremendous. You want to talk about a character, an all-around just unbelievable dude. He'd be a lot of fun. Bo Allen. Both know
We were
Bo
just talking
very
about
well.
Bo, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Used to call him Honey Boo Boo. The
That's a big old Honey Boo Boo right there.
dude, he was the best. Still doing it strong over there with Chris Long. He'd be an awesome guest. Nick Sirianni. I mean, come on now.
Love to get the old ball coach on here.
He already
Talk
did
some
the Pat
analytics.
McAfee show.
You know it.
Might be tough to get him on another one, but that would be awesome. C. Long.
One
on
of them good brothers. One of them good brothers in the league, baby.
Dude, you want to talk about a guy who's super knowledgeable, smart, charismatic, funny, good looking. I don't know that we should have him on because he's going to take away from – I mean, it's too dominating of a presence. Gosh.
We got to definitely keep it slotted. We can't have him on here for more than –
And then the other name that's kind of being thrown around is Lane Johnson, which let me tell you, there's a story with Lane Johnson, which is really his whole life that needs to be told. You want to talk about a character and just an all-around awesome dude. Lane Johnson, we should definitely get Lane on at some point.
I'm definitely game to get Lane in this joint.
Well, now that we're done with that, let's go on to some more of the fan base names.
Ooh, we got some more good ones for you guys.
We got some more good ones.
I love it.
All right, LVZ. What about the Heights Pound?
The Heights
For
Pound.
the dogs who love the game the way you both play. Well, I think
the way you described that made it sound way cooler than the initial thought of it. But I like it.
It's an ode to the dog pound and the Cleveland roots.
For sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in the dog pound?
I have not. I've never actually been to a Cleveland Browns game. Well, actually, I take that back. I went to your guys' game against the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. But yeah, definitely wasn't in the dog pound.
Scored twice in the dog pound.
Yeah. Did you go in it?
I almost jumped in there. I didn't want to take a beer to the head though.
You didn't do the Lake Erie leap?
No. No. I didn't. I'm respectful, when it comes to Cleveland sports. Very respectful.
369 has the flankers.
Damn you fine. Let me talk about it one more time. Get low. 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 From the window. To the wow. To the wow. To the. All right. What you got
Jamie
for 369? Flankers? The flankers?
Yeah.
I mean, story of my life, man. Yeah, I'm with it. You're not much of a flanker, though. You're just a very tactical, straight on.
There's no tact. It's just straight.
I don't know, man. Them QB sneaks. I heard there's a tactic to it. We might get to that a little later.
There's tactic, but it ain't flanking. I'll tell you that.
I love it.
Jamie Shell has New Heights Knuckleheads. Little ode to PTI, probably my favorite sports. Is that a sports talk show? Is that what we would call that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Loved PTI growing up, and I do like that New Heights Knuckleheads. It's got a good ring to it, but
it does.
I don't know if that's too much of a steal off of them and Wilbon and Kornheiser. Zach Law, why not combine both your nicknames and call us the Sexy Yetis? Sexy Batman and Yetis. Sexy Yetis. I like that.
Sexy Yetis. It's clever. It's very creative, Zach.
Yeah. Alex McDonald, the Wedge Unit.
That's pretty damn good.
Wedging this new news up in you every week, baby.
Locking arms.
Here comes new news, baby. Go. All right, here we go.
I like it, man. Keep them coming, baby. I'm honestly, at this point, I don't even know if we'll ever actually settle on one because we enjoy reading your guys' suggestions.
There's just so many good ones. We'll put it to a fan vote eventually. But right now we're having too much fun. We're having too much fun reading them, so keep them coming.
Moving forward to fan mentions of the week. So we got at Bubbly Fizz. If football didn't exist, what do you think each of you would be doing right now? That's a great question. I've actually thought about this a lot, and I still can't think. Yeah, no, I don't know. I would think school might not have been the route for me. So I think if I didn't go to college for football, I'll probably just get into Cleveland manual labor, man. I don't know. I don't know what else there would. I didn't have a lot of fun doing a lot of other things other than sports. So playing B and C were always just another sport for me.
Well, you did have one other job besides football. When you were off football, you were a telemarketer. So you were somebody that I think is universally hated by everybody on the planet.
Yeah. Except for people that did not like Obamacare in the southern Ohio, northern Kentucky, and eastern Indiana areas. If you didn't like Obamacare, man, I was taking surveys over the phone, and there were numerous times I had a older gentleman or woman that just loved to fill up the comment section. You know what I mean? This is what I think about. All right, let's calm down here. I would just have to cut them off. Like, there's no more. I can't add any more to the comments. So you filled up that one. Let's get to the next question. It was pretty draining, man. It was pretty draining.
How many people gave you the Ed Kelce treatment, where they just like acted like they were interested into it, and then while you're like giving them, you're like, get out of here, and then just like hang up.
I got clicked on all the time, dude, for sure. When you do get one of those calls, you hear them like go right into reading the prompt, because that's what you're doing. You're reading what's on the screen in front of you and like clicking so that like everything's documented. Man, I would try and get to the start of the comments or the questions real quick, and just in the middle of the first sentence, just click. Hello? Next caller.
Dude. Dad used to take out whatever rage was inside of his heart on any telemarketer that called. He just, oh yeah, what do you got? Okay, don't ever call me again. What are you like? Why, you piece of shit? What are you on this phone for? No.
Where'd you get this number?
I'm overdoing this a little bit. But Dad was definitely not nice to the telemarketers. He hated telemarketers.
You definitely chopped him down.
And to be honest, I think now that everybody has a phone that telemarketers can reach you at nonstop, I'm kind of on the dad bandwagon. I cannot stand.
Wait, time out. Back to, you can't stand him. Back to what you would be doing, though. What would you be doing if football didn't exist? I
have no idea. I would probably be, I don't know. I mean, I'd probably be hanging sheetrock or freaking, I have no idea. I act like I am, but I can't do any of that right now. I got to a point in college where I realized that if I don't play, I'm just going to coach football. So it's hard to really even think about what else I would be doing.
Yeah, I don't even know what else I would get into. Hopefully I enjoy it, though.
I'm sorry that was not an exciting answer.
Sorry, guys.
Before we move on, you guys know we say a lot of stuff on this show that we probably should keep private. But oversharing is how we became the #1 sports podcast in the world, baby. But there is one place we absolutely want to make sure our privacy is being protected, and that's online. That's why when I'm at home looking at film or going through the playbook, I never go online without using ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is an app that reroutes your internet connection through their secure servers so your ISP can't see the sites you visit. Because we don't know what team our service provider roots for, but with ExpressVPN, it doesn't matter. And we know our info isn't getting shared. Most of the time, I don't even realize I have ExpressVPN on. It runs seamlessly in the background. All you have to do is tap one button and boom, you're protected. ExpressVPN is available on all of your devices, so there's no excuse for you to not be using it. Protect your online activity today with VPN rated #1 by Business Insider. Visit our exclusive link at expressvpn.com/New Heights. And you can get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/New Heights. expressvpn.com/New Heights to learn more. Trav, it's officially November, and do you know what that means?
Way ahead of you on this one, big bro. It's National Veterans and Military Families Month, which is why our sponsor DraftKings and the Pat Tillman Foundation have partnered together to give you an easy and fun way to make an impact.
All you have to do is sign up on DraftKings using our promo code New Heights. Enter the Pat Tillman free-to-play pool throughout November, and DraftKings will donate $1 for every entry up to $20,000 to the Pat Tillman Foundation.
Making a huge impact really is that simple. signing up and using the promo code New Heights. Play in DraftKings Pat Tillman free-to-play pool through November, and DraftKings will donate $1 for every entry up to $20,000 to the Pat Tillman Foundation.
All donations to the fantastic Pat Tillman Foundation will go towards empowering military veterans and spouses through academic scholarships. All righty, let's get back to the show.
Teeing up 12 bold topics to wrap up week 10 in the NFL. This is how we do it. I always tee up topics on Jason's game, and he does the same for me. Jason, you want to start us off?
Sure. Well, Trav, you guys play the Jaguars this week. Big win, 27-17.
Dub City, baby.
The real stat of the Chiefs offense was 10 different players have now caught a touchdown for the Chiefs this year, marking the most in any team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Pat spreads that ball around.
He sure does.
Kadarius Toney breakout game. Kadarius, 90 yards from scrimmage. Only you had more.
The Joker.
Yeah. 5 targets, most of any receiver. First career touchdown. And he had an unbelievable warm-up. Unbelievable warm-up where he's adjusting his gloves, catching punts, and makes it seem pretty effortless.
Yeah, the one you're talking about is when he adjusted his glove mid-route as the ball's in the air. He's just kind of looking at it like, I'm going to come down with this thing in a second, make sure these gloves are on here. There we go. And then just levitated and just like froze in the air while the ball came to him. It was crazy. It was wild. And then Moss 2 guys, and we scored on like the next play or something like that.
Well, of all of the stats that are mentioned around the Chiefs offense, is there one stat that means the most, Trav?
Yeah, the win column.
It's a good stat.
In terms of other stats, I mean, I always just equate it to how do you lose games? Turnovers, third down conversions. Are we scoring touchdowns or are we kicking field goals? Those are all the important ones. Like, are we converting third downs? Are we winning situational football games? And at the end of the day, are we turning the ball over? And as our offense right now, we're rolling. We had a couple turnovers, and obviously you want to clean up everything, but guys are just out there playing with all the passion for the guys next to him, and that's the funnest part, man. Is that even when we kind of have a hiccup or we fumble, Isaiah Pacheco had a fumble in the red zone, but immediately after that, Coach Reed says, "Now, first play, next drive, go ahead, young man." Get your rocks off and run that thing downhill like we know you know how to. Because I mean, after that, after you turn the ball over or something like that, the first thing you want to do is get the ball and just run your tail off and show everybody that you are accountable for that kind of stuff, or you are accountable with the ball in your hands. And sure enough, I mean, he had a hell of a day after that.
How has your role changed in the Chiefs offense?
I feel like the beauty of the tight end position is that it's so universal. You can put us anywhere. You can have us do a lot of different things, whether it's to get ourselves open or whether it's to get somebody else open. There were multiple times on a third down on a big time, drive where Coach Reed knows that they're going to bracket me. They're going to be on high alert of where I am. In situations like that, man, it's just sometimes it's better to just use me as a decoy or just use me to gather up as much coverage as I can. And that goes along with the intentions of the play caller. Now, I'm still trying to get open, but at the end of the day, if I can get somebody else open for a bigger gain or for, to get the job done, like get a third down conversion or something like that, I'm doing that 100% of the time. And that's the fun about playing the position is that you can help out everybody else by just doing your job and whether it's catching the ball, blocking for somebody downfield, or getting somebody open in terms of routes. But I don't think it's necessarily evolved into anything. I just think every single week Coach Reed finds ways that we can attack a defense and become successful, understanding that this is what they're going to try and do. They're going to try and stop me and Pat, knowing that me and Pat on third downs have had one of the highest third down conversion rates like in the league since Pat's been here. So they know that stat is out there. They know that Pat, is very aware of where we're at, and they know that Coach Reed likes to dial me up on third down. So that's where you just put all the trust in the coach's hands, and you just do your job, man. You be a good teammate.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why it's easy to put your trust into one of the best play callers of all time, in Andy Reid.
Yeah.
So, speaking of calls, let's talk about non-calls. Juju Smith-Schuster took a shot from Jaguars safety Andre Cisco.
Man, you hate to see it, man.
Yeah, and obviously the flag went out initially, gets picked up. What are your thoughts when a teammate goes down like that?
I mean, it just rips your heart out, man. Especially the way it goes down. That's never, easy to see. Not ever easy to be a part of.
Well, later in the game, Cisco, underlay, mama, uh-oh.
That's
Nelly.
not Cisco. That's
Fuck.
not Cisco. I don't know how you missed your favorite song, the thong song.
That's it.
How did you miss
God.
the thong song?
I've only slept for 2 hours, all right? I'm on low sleep. Cisco and Nelly have got to be, it's the same era. Come on, give me a break. Anyway, Cisco made another violent hit on Chiefs wide receiver Marquez Scantling,
yes.
Gosh.
You said it right.
I know, but I'm just, there's so many hyphenations. All right. Sent to the blue tent.
I love you, Quez, man. I'm glad you're good, dog. But that was not an easy one to see either.
Other Chiefs reaction, Justin Reed, we were pissed. Is that accurate?
Yeah, no, everybody on the sideline and everybody in the game was pissed. We kind of had a moment where we were like, yo, let's rally around the ball. Let's make sure we take care of our guys, man, because this is getting out of hand. There's a lot of those kind of momentum switches, like those are boosters when you have big hits like that. And I think Juju's was the ball came out. Quez, big third down that we didn't convert. So it's just, stuff like that, momentum-wise. And then on top of that, we just got to protect our guys. We can't let somebody come into our house and throw bodies around and send guys to blue tents and stuff like that. It's just like, this is our house. We got to protect our guys, get around the ball. They're a physical bunch, and they were flying around trying to impose their will. And, we had to react. We had to respond accordingly, man.
Yeah. Isaiah Pacheco said, it brought tears to my eyes. It'll do that. I remember last year when Isaac Seumalo went down with a pretty significant foot injury. I was crying after the game. Dude, it's an emotional game when you see somebody that you care about. That can be hard at times. Tony said, I was angry. I was kind of mad because I don't really like dirty plays. I feel like it gave the team a boost. It gave us something to play for, I guess you could say.
Yeah. No, then Joke is right on. He's right on with it, man. He like I said, it was definitely a momentum booster for them, and we had to match that and play that much more aggressive, knowing that what had just went down. And it makes you want to play harder for the guy that just got hit like that.
Yeah.
So I hear you on that, but what we did was we figured it out, man.
Let's get to a happier topic. Noah Gray and Kadarius Toney have their first receiving touchdowns of the season for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby. Everybody everybody saw Toney warming up, catching punts, adjusting his gloves. What can you tell us about? Yeah,
this dude Joker, man. When I don't know how the heck
is that his nickname, Joker?
The Joker, man. Joka. The Joker.
Is it in reference to the Batman?
That's a good question.
Or is it?
I don't know. I'll have to ask him. Where the Joker came from.
Is he Is he funny?
Yeah, he's a great dude. I was blown away with how professional he was. When you get a trade like that, you think something, there's something that you have to weigh out or something that you have to, bring. Ever since he's been in the building, it has been, man, this dude's smart. Man, this dude's crazy athletic. Man, this guy has a lot of confidence. And when you have a lot of confidence, that means you understand what's going on out there. You're playing, you know what I mean? You're seeing things, you know how to attack it, and that goes back to being a smart player, a smart person. And he's just been a great teammate. I'll tell you what, man, the first couple of days I saw him catching punts in practice. It is the most casual. I've never seen anyone catch punts like this. I would assume that all the great ones do it like this, but usually you get a guy that punts in the air, they go sprinting back to where they think it's going to go, and then they're back there trying to adjust to it. Maybe there's a little wind aspect to it, and they're like, all right, should I step up? Should I step back? He is, as soon as the punt happens, he sees where it's going, casually just starts walking over. Doesn't even run, just is observing what's in front of him in terms of the defense or the punt team coming at him. and is just walking over to it, and then like 10 feet before it gets to him, finally gets ready and just snags it and is like in full gamer mode. Is one of the coolest things. It goes back to the catch that he had on the sideline. He's just over there mid route, just running, got two guys on him, like, nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure these gloves are on tight so I can snag this thing out there. And it's like he gets up and just crazy athlete, unbelievable player when he gets the ball in his hands, and obviously can run great routes. Happy that he got his first touchdown in the National Football League. The first of many for sure, man.
So can you believe the Giants let Kadarius Toney go?
No, I don't know how he got out of that building. I just don't get it. I don't get it one bit. I don't understand. I don't even want to understand. I don't even want to know what happened over there. I am just extremely happy that Brett Veach found a way yet again to get an unbelievable talented player in this building.
Well, how nice is it to see a young player like Noah Gray have success as a guy who was a veteran when he came in? What's that feel like?
Oh, immediately. You're saying as a veteran being me as he comes in? Because he arguably is more professional than I have ever been in my career. And he holds me accountable in a lot of areas of like preparation and practice and things like that. The guy is just a fine-tuned football machine, man. Anything you need, baby, Noah Gray's got you, dog. And
not surprised me.
No, he's awesome, crazy athlete, understands defenses, understands run game and how to incorporate his techniques into the schemes. And a lot of that stuff is on the fly. There have been stuff that it's taken me years to be able to build an instinct to run a route a certain way or to block a guy a certain way that he's just been able to come in and immediately make it make sense in game time decisions and get the job done. And it's been awesome to have him in the building as well as Jody Fortson. Noah's progression has only made the entire room, that much better and that much more accountable, man. And I can't say enough about the guy. And sure enough, man, he's been making play after play. Last week you saw him on the third down or fourth down, downfield, making mossing a dude over the middle. Yesterday's game or this past game, finding the end zone and making a few big plays throughout the drives. And just can't say enough about the guy, man. I'm excited to see him keep finding new roles in the offense and keep coming up big for us, man.
All righty.
Those Duke Blue Devils, baby.
These days, no matter if you're a small business or an NFL franchise, every new potential hire can feel incredibly stressful. In my career, I've been lucky enough to work with some of the best in the business. But before you can work with the best, you need to find the best. That's why you have to check out LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the right people for your team faster and for free. LinkedIn Jobs makes it so easy with simple tools like screening questions that make it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience so you can quickly prioritize who you'd like to interview and hire. The year's almost over. If you're looking to finish strong, you're going to need the right people on your team. So use LinkedIn Jobs to help you find the qualified candidates you want to talk to faster. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/newheights. That's linkedin.com/newheights to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Well, Trav, I think you would agree that being an NFL player is an everyday gig, right?
Yeah. Eat, breathe, and sleep it, baby.
Well, our next partner has a product I use literally every day. I started taking Athletic Greens because I needed something that helped me keep up with all the nutrition I need to play football at a high level, but without having to keep track of a million pills and powders every day. So what is this stuff? With one scoop of AG1, you're getting 75 high-quality vitamins and minerals to help start your day off right. The special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging, all of these things. Basically, I wake up every day, I drop a scoop of AG1 into my shaker, and I'm good to go for the day.
All your greens right there?
All my greens, all my minerals, and all my vitamins. It costs you less than $3 a day, so it's cheaper than your cold brew habit. It's also cheaper and easier than getting all the different supplements yourself. Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. And to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs for your first purchase.
Free!
All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/newheights. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/newheights. Take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
Eagles 21, Commanders 32. Hand the Eagles the first loss of the season, and nobody saw this one coming. I'm not going to lie, man. I thought you guys were going to just handle business, take care of them on a Monday night, big game at the Link. What's the takeaway, brother?
We got beat. We got our asses kicked. We got to play better. We had too many mistakes on offense, turnovers. I think missed assignments. It was a sloppy game for us offensively, defensively. Couldn't get off the field. And credit to Washington. They played their asses off. Heineke was dialed in, on point. McLaurin was all over the field, it looked like. They ran the ball and stuck to it. It was a really, really good performance by the Washington, I was about to say football team, Commanders.
There was just something about that, and we'll get to talking about that final play or the final possession. The flag. The flag.
Listen, man.
The roughing the passer.
I've
never seen a quarterback get so excited because of a roughing the passer after he takes a knee like that one. I don't know why it rubbed me the wrong way, man. I was just like, I'm out of here. I just turned the TV off when he got excited like that. I was like, that's what we're getting excited for, man.
I don't know. The refs are getting a lot of critique, and
yeah,
dude, I cannot stand people blaming referees. That's like one of my pet peeves, like grinding my gears. We had so many opportunities to win that football game that we didn't control, that we didn't take care of.
100%.
Right? That game shouldn't have even come down to that. If we take care of things offensively, if we don't have turnovers, there's a feeling now more than ever, and I think part of it's just because of replay and the ability to slow things down and everything's in high definition. So fans, it's very apparent when an official doesn't make the correct call or misses something, right?
Yeah.
Listen, man, officials ain't going to be perfect. They ain't going to make every call. And the reality is you got to go out there and play the game that's called.
100%.
Everybody's like, oh, that was a face mask on Dallas Goedert. No, it wasn't. You know why? Because they didn't fucking throw the goddamn flag. All right? So it wasn't a face mask. It really bothers me when people put things on officials. You got to control what you can control, and you got to play the game that's being called and the way it's going down out there. And it's a loser's mentality to put it on somebody else.
I'm with you, man.
It really bothers me when people put it on officials.
I've done it in the past. I've blamed games. I blamed a playoff loss against the Steelers to a ref and told him he couldn't even work a Foot Locker. I've said some of the silliest sore loser shit that anybody could ever say, and I'm right there with you, man. It's ignorance.
In the moment, you're going to be pissed off. Well, in the moment, you're going to be pissed off. But the reality is, there's so many other moments in the game. The game is
60 minutes.
Yeah.
The entire time. Yeah. There's so many plays that could have.
The refs didn't have anything to do with the turnovers that we committed. Well, the one with Dallas, but didn't have much to do with the inefficiency of our offense. They didn't have anything to do with our defense not getting off the field on third down. These are things that killed us. All right.
Got to have the mentality. Can't put it in their hands.
We got to get better. That's the bottom line. We did not play a good game. They came out with energy. They came out with excitement. They came out ready to go. And they beat us. They're a well-coached team. I know the Commanders are like one of the laughing stocks of the league organizationally because of what's going on with Dan Snyder and all that stuff. Let me tell you this. Ron Rivera is still a good coach. Jack Del Rio is still a good coach.
Yeah.
They got some good players on defense, and they got some great players on offense. And they went out there and they beat us. And, we got to go back and watch the tape, get better, and move on to next week. I mean, it was a very unacceptable performance by the Philadelphia Eagles this past week.
The biggest stat line for me was the time of possession.
Yeah.
Washington 40 minutes, Philly 19. When I tell you they had twice as much possession time than you guys had, and that is huge when you have a great offense. When you have a great offense, taking that that offense off the field or limiting those possessions as much as possible. Because now it's just it's draining. The offense can't get a rhythm, and that's frustrating as an offense. And sometimes you try and do more because you're not getting all those possessions, and you feel like that time is running out. You got to get things going. It puts a little bit more, I don't know. I don't want to say stress, but it definitely makes you feel like you got to get the shit going more and more.
You got to be perfect.
Yeah,
you're going to be. It limits your opportunities. It's hard to get in a rhythm. I mean, there's a reason why they did that. That was not like that was happenstance. Their goal was clearly to run the ball and to put together long drives and keep our offense off the field. And they did that.
Yeah.
And that's obviously one way to stop a great offense is to just don't let them out on the field. And we didn't help matters by going 3 and out to start the second half. We didn't help matters by not producing on offense.
Yeah.
So that stat is two ways. It's not just the defense. That's us not being efficient on offense and putting together long drives
to
in
help
return.
that defense out. Yeah.
Yeah. It's we actually had 4 turnovers. We had more turnovers in this game than we've had all season.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's
3 turnovers this game. You had 3 in the previous 8 games.
We actually had 4 if you count the last minute the fluke touchdown at the end. But
that's crazy.
It's listen, the big reasons why we've been so successful up until this point is our offense has been very efficient, our defense has been good, but the main thing we've done is we've taken care of the football, and we did not do that this past week. It's the number one stat that determines wins and losses. So yeah.
I will say this though, fuck it, the sneak still works, baby. You guys, shout out to the Eagles for throwing it up on social media, man. Our stat of 92%, which 92%. Is now officially a stat. Okay, we've created.
It's always been officially a stat.
92%. 92%. All right, nice, man.
Official.
The QB sneak stat will not completely made up. Sounds like there's some analytics behind it.
The Bills and Vikings might be dragging it down a little bit, but
it just showed what the 8% of the sneak really looks like. Yeah, right on. Is the 17-0 talk being over actually like good? Like, does it kind of make everybody feel more at ease, or were you guys even thinking about that? In the building, were you guys talking like, yeah, we might be able to do this, or were you guys just taking one game at a time?
No, we weren't talking about it. We were just trying to go one game at a time, and I don't know. I don't know if it's good or bad. I sure wish that we were still trying to be 17-0 or undefeated. I think, at no point were we trying to be 17-0. We're just trying to win the next game.
Yeah. I feel like that gets hyped up way too much. Like, every single team goes into every single season trying to go 17-0, thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna win every single game. Look at you. You look at the schedule, say, yeah, that's a game we can win. That's a game we can win. That's a game we can win. I look at every single schedule that I've ever had and be like, man, we can go 17-0. We can go 16-0 right here. And you find out over the course of a season how to become the best team possible by the end of the year. And sometimes, those losses, like we learned a lot from the Colts loss this year, which I think is a very similar loss to what you guys just had against the Commanders, in terms of, a team that everyone thought you should have easily won that game, or go in there. And if you guys handle business, take care of business, and don't hurt yourselves, you guys come out victorious. But it's one of those situations where sometimes when you take L's like that, or you find yourself in adverse situations, you find out how not to do things. And sometimes finding ways how not to do shit is better than just keep learning on the run.
Yeah, it's good. And it's a good wake up call. It's a good wake up call that we're not where we need to be right now. We're not as good as anybody is telling us we are. We got a lot of things to improve on, and if we want to be as good as we can be at the end of the year, we got a lot of work to do. So
Well, fully expect you guys to bounce back. You and Miles Teller pre-game, man. There was a cool video of you guys chopping it up before the game. You want to talk to us about that, or what were you guys talking about?
We're talking about his jersey. He had a 62 game jersey from back when Reebok used to sponsor the
What?
NFL.
It's
Yeah.
like this is like 2011, 2012?
It would have been my first 2 years in the league, I think. Because when you came in the league, Nike was.
We've been Nike.
You've only
thank
been
God,
Nike, right?
Man. Thank God I didn't wear that.
Well, let me tell you, the Reebok jerseys were awesome. Just gonna say, the Nike jerseys are cool. They're more slender, got a little stretch to them.
More slender.
But the reason the Reebok jerseys were great, at least the Eagles version of it, was the way it was cut on the shoulders and stitched. When that thing stuck on the Velcro on the shoulder pads, nobody was grabbing you.
So those of you that don't understand, a lot of guys in the league, because of that situation right there, like the ability to grab someone's jersey, even if it's inside blocking, being able to grab someone's jersey, not necessarily outside or to the point where you would get a holding penalty, but you're still trying to grab somebody. We use Velcro on the outside of our pads for the jersey to stick onto our pads.
I don't want nobody grabbing me.
Yeah, exactly. So it kind of limits the opportunity for someone to be able to get a good jersey grab, because I mean, if someone takes you right here, I mean, it's hard to
get
move
off
around. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's one little trick that not a lot of people know, that there's Velcro underneath that jersey to help it stick to the pads.
But the Nike jersey stretch, so you can kind of pull it a little bit easier off the Velcro. The Reebok stuck down harder, I thought. So
you think that helps you though when you're like, it kind of helps you a little bit? Because how much are you really getting grabbed? Like, guys are trying to like keep you off of them more, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't hold, so I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
I mean, you can't. You only got 9 fingers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not never been called a holder in my life. I think
erroneous.
Yeah, Kevin Green, rest in peace. Longtime sack leader up there. He used to tape Clay Matthews shoulder pads before every game with the Velcro and tape and adhesive. He's like, hey man, if they can't hold you, they can't block you. That's how big of a difference this makes.
Yeah.
And
Michael Bennett theory, just wear the smallest set of shoulder pads. You can't grab them, man. You can't control a big dude like that with like little pads on him.
That's right. I don't know where we're going with this, but I just know that I love those old Reebok jerseys, and that's what Miles had on. That's what we were talking about before the game. I was letting him know. So
nice. Well, shout out Miles, man. We always love bringing him up. He might be a fun guy to have on the show.
He'd be great to have on the show. Yeah.
So he's got a lot of stuff going on outside of the
he's a busy man.
The sports world, but he is very, very active in the Philly sports world. That's for damn sure.
He'd be a fun guy to have on outside of the sports world, but still knows something about it and have a fun conversation, no doubt. Speaking of things going on around the NFL, let's talk about some storylines.
Yeah.
NFLPA shared our New Heights clip on the safe fields.
They were listening in on the convo, huh?
Well, it wasn't just us. There are a lot of players around the league voicing their opinion this past week, and there's been some unfortunate injuries, including Zach Ertz just went down this past week, which I don't know, was that on turf or not? Where were they playing?
That's a good question. I'm not sure where Arizona played. That one absolutely ripped my heart out, man.
But anyways, the NFLPA wrote a letter calling for the immediate replacement and ban of slit film turf fields throughout the league. I have no idea what a slit film field is. I didn't
know there was different turf. I didn't know there was different styles, and
I knew there was AstroTurf and I knew there was field turf, which I think everybody just calls field turf now because AstroTurf is like that's
old
part
school.
of
ancient,
part of a barbaric era. It's no longer acceptable.
Field hockey still uses it, but
you only use it for doggy potties and field hockey. That's pretty much the only thing AstroTurf gets used for anymore. I think I don't know what slip film is. I just kind of lump all turf fields together. I don't know why we need to differentiate slip film versus dual. What is it? What's the other one called? Dual fiber, monofilm. Just get rid of all of it. I don't really get this. I don't
get it either. They're saying that the slip film slip film turf, those have the higher percentage of injuries though, right?
That's what they're saying. Yeah, that's the one that they know for sure has an increased risk of injury. I'm not sure which fields they are. I know that the New York field at MetLife, that's one of them. which is the worst field on the planet.
That one's not a fun one to play on.
Obviously, these turfs are terrible, but there is something to be said about a bad grass field too. The Steelers back in the day, and they shared that field with everybody, used to have some of the worst grass in college when we used to play there, especially.
Yeah. I don't necessarily remember running around on it and feeling, like I'm slipping around or I just feel like when I looked at it, it was just dirt.
Looked torn up. That's a good point.
I feel like they were playing high school games on Fridays, and then Saturday the Pitt Panthers were playing, and then Sundays came around, and like the turf had just been absolutely destroyed by the high school and college games, and it was like they were just putting sand and dirt to kind of fill all the patched up grass that had been missing. So I'm not sure if it gets better as the season goes along, because the high school and college seasons end before the NFL season does. But
it's the same way in Philadelphia. We share the field with Temple, and while Temple's still playing on it, the field gets tore up. That's
one luxury of being in Kansas City, man. They take care of this field. It is one of the nicest.
Well, you guys don't have any universities out there, so you're not sharing it with anybody.
They're around, but I hear you.
People don't go to school in Kansas City. What
I'm not arguing it either. Shout out to UMKC, man. Kansas is down the road. They're 45 minutes away.
How far is Missouri?
Missouri's 3.5, 4 hours the other way. They're closer to St. Louis.
Gotcha. Well, how about the worst field that I can remember while I've been in the league? The old Raiders field, which actually you've got to remember playing on that.
I thought, going into the game, because you only get September typically. I mean, the A's haven't been notoriously good for a while now, and they only played up until September, like the end of the season. They were playing not a lot of postseason ball out there, but I hadn't played on their baseball field until the last season that they had the Coliseum as their home stadium. So I think it was like 2019, might have been. Yeah, I think it was 2019. And I got so fucking torn up in that game. I mean, there was it's like the middle of the field, like the 50-yard line is right where second base to third base is, and then the end zone on one of the end zones is just straight like warning track.
Yeah.
So anytime you get tackled, it's like exactly where it is. Like, you guys got to realize, when baseball players play on this field, they water the field. They water the dirt like every 3 to 4 innings, so that if guys slide on the dirt, it doesn't just absolutely rip their skin off or put a hole in their pants, their baseball pants, because the dirt can get so freaking hard.
Right.
Well, in the football games, they're not watering that shit. They're just letting everybody run around on it. So you're literally and your cleats, they don't necessarily grab. It's like you're almost playing on cement once you get on the actual dirt. It's like it gets so hard that you're like, you don't even have really good grip and you're slipping around. So if you catch the ball on the dirt, like, the first thing you're thinking of is, get the fuck off this dirt before you get tackled,
Yeah, right.
It's like, get me the fuck out of here. I caught a ball in the end zone and got dragged down, and thank goodness I caught it, because I would have felt like a jabroni for dropping it and getting this freaking just entire 4 layers of skin just ripped off of my shin. And I had that for the rest of the season. Every single time I got tackled, I feel like it just reopened the wound. It was miserable, man. I came out of that game wearing half of the dirt that I was sliding around on. It was cool. I went into it thinking, man, I finally get to play on the baseball field, man. This shit's sweet, man. I used to watch guys play on the dual sport fields all the time growing up, and I always thought it was sweet. And Uncle Don told me right before, he was like, yeah, don't get too excited, man. It'll probably be the last time you want to play on this shit. And sure enough, I came out of the game. I was like, Uncle Don, you ain't lying, baby. That shit sucked.
No fun.
Willie, it wasn't no fun.
Well, why did the players approach it on Twitter this time, at this point, do you think? Just the amount of injuries?
I think the amount of injuries, it's kind of been a progressing, like, build up to this point. There's been a lot of players that have voiced their opinion on it. A guy like Cam Jordan actually went against our theories on
He likes the
Instagram.
slip film. Cam Jordan, fan of the slip film.
he feels that he gets more traction and that grass.
It's a better get off.
Yeah, he gets on grass that he's got way too much torque, too much power to let the grass kind of just slips out and it doesn't grab as much for him. So he gets more torque to be more explosive on the field with turf, and that's the first time I've ever heard that. So I don't know.
Note to myself.
Not gonna argue.
I hope we always play Cam on grass. Where are we out next, Trav?
Moving on to the Germany game. Tampa beats Seattle. It was a fun game to watch. Tom Brady had an opportunity to go up and make a play on the ball with the ball in the air. They ran a double pass, or they ran a play where they were supposed to throw it back to Tom Brady running down the sideline. I thought was hilarious quote from him after the game. He said, "Man, if I didn't slip, I was about to Randy Moss this dude, man." I was just like, Tom, there's no way you're going up top on this dude. That would have been awesome to watch.
I would have loved to see that.
And I'm not going to lie. I think we ran a similar play where Sammy Watkins threw it back to Pat Mahomes, and didn't work out for Pat either. So I don't know. I don't know if the QB down the sideline's the move anymore, man. You could get away with that back in the day, but
that's the Philly special, baby. It always works.
It was all right. Philly special. Yeah.
Listen, I mean, the TB12 method. I think he might be able to get up top with the TB12.
Ooh, he gave this saving his bounce.
Keeps those Achilles
fresh. Bounce.
Keeps those Achilles fresh. It's part of the TB12 method.
Fresh Achilles, baby. The NFL says more than 3 million people requested for tickets for a stadium that only holds 67,000.
3 million?
Yeah, that's how many.
That's a real stat?
Many. That's what the NFL says. I guess.
I had no idea. I mean, I'm a little blown away. I had no idea Germany was so big. Actually, I did. You know, I've heard Germany is actually really, really big into football. They're very engineered. I mean, when I think of Germany, I think of automotive, mechanical, mathematical, and I feel like
strategy. Yeah.
I feel like football would definitely suit that type of mindset.
Yeah, like that chess mentality. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know if they're big chess.
No, me neither. But I feel like that's a similar mentality. You know what I mean? There's a lot of thought that goes into strategy, and you know what I mean.
Did you know you're already on a billboard in Germany?
Yeah, that was sweet, man. That was pretty freaking cool.
How about that?
It says coming soon.
International star Travis Kelce.
Yeah, baby. The Yeti's coming to you, man.
Can you say anything in German?
Yeah.
Can you say anything in schnitzel? That's not I think that's just a sausage,
like a pretzel, right?
Oh, no. I think a schnitzel is like a fried item. You don't know anything else?
I know Oktoberfest. Or is that Beer Fest?
Well, it's a little bit of both, but it's definitely called Oktoberfest. But I don't know if do they call it Oktoberfest? Or is that an Americanized?
Well, it sounds like I don't know shit. Do you know anything?
Yeah. No, but I've always wanted to. It's been a fascinating thing to hear.
We did see that Tom Brady playing in Germany. His quote was, "That was one of the great football experiences I have ever had." Says a lot of football in the 23 years in the league, and the fans' turnout was incredible.
Well, speaking of the fan turnout, do we think Germany has had the best international fan turnout? It's tough to say without honestly, being there.
Yeah, I thought watching the game that I heard the crowd a lot more than I would have at when I watched games that were in London. So I think it was probably a little bit more rowdy for a guy like Brady to mention.
Yeah, for Tom to mention it, that means something.
Yeah,
100%. The only place I've played is in London. You played in Mexico City as well.
Yeah. I might be one of the first guys, or one of the only guys to score a touchdown in 3 different countries.
You haven't already done that?
No, I've already done that. So I might I might get a chance to do 4 if we actually end up playing in Germany next year, which would be pretty cool.
That's cool. What, do you get like a trophy or something if that happens?
No, just another random stat. You know what I mean? I call them the LeBron stats, man. Just stats that really
just add it up.
Just add, yeah. They find a way to make it a stat and make it more than what it is.
Should just give you a statue of like Carmen Sandiego. It's like you're a world traveler or something like that. Where's Trav catching a touchdown at this week? He's in Germany.
Shut the fuck.
Where in the world is Travis catching touchdowns.
Ooh, Tom Brady became the first QB to win in 4 different countries. So I might be able
How about that?
I might be able to add to that one too. Might be the only.
So I guess Tom's getting the Carmen Sandiego trophy. I'll mail it to you, Tom.
Tom Sandiego.
All right. Potential game of the year ruins the quarterback sneak agenda that we have started on the show.
Hell of a game, though.
I got to say, 2 of the worst quarterback sneaks I've seen in a long time. Bills, Vikings. When it matters most. 4th and goal. Game on the line.
Oh, man.
Vikings.
We talked about this. We talked about this, Jalen. Jalen said it himself.
It's the right call, I think. Just didn't execute. Got stuffed. Bills D came up big.
That's a big-time stop, too. Shout out to the Bills, man.
But one of the benefits of getting stuffed on a QB sneak, it's on
the inch.
It's right out of that end zone.
It is right.
And you know as well as I do, when you're coming out as an offense and it's on that yard line, everybody's buttholes are just a little bit tighter, you know? You got some tight buttholes on that half-inch yard line. And that butthole might have got Josh Allen's hands a little bit off out of sync because
popcorn, man. Should ate that
popcorn.
Oh
man, fumble Rooski on the QB sneak, which is something that happens quite often because obviously you got to get a lean going. That center quarterback exchange can be crucial. And I mean, gosh, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Absolute dagger.
I wonder if that's the first fumbled QB sneak for a touchdown. Do you think?
No, there had to have been a situation like that before in the NFL where they're on the inch yard line and they try and do something. I mean,
you probably get safety, but what are the chances you fumble it?
I mean, I can only imagine at that point in the game how big of a dagger that was.
And for them to come back,
for them to come back and still score,
still tie it up,
to send it into OT. I mean, that shout out to them to be able to regroup. You know what I mean, and find a way to extend the game. But damn,
yeah, I was amazed at the Bills. Just again,
I would say, Vikings finally won in an OT, and Pat Peterson had 2 huge picks, and obviously the turnovers for Josh Allen. He's kicking himself still probably for it. You saw how frustrated he was after the game. Another helmet toss. Gotta love it. He slammed his. I rolled mine. I bowled mine. But he's a great player. He just got caught kind of being a little aggressive there in the red zone, knowing he had one of his best receivers, one of his most accountable receivers, one-on-one with a corner on a post. And it was just a hell of a play by Pat Pete at the end of the game to just seal the game away, man.
Yeah, I mean, and it was an outstanding game to watch. One of the most exciting games I've seen this year. What made it more exciting was Mama Kelce was in the house.
Mama!
And she was in town visiting for our game on Monday. And she was rooting for the Bills because you and the Bills were tied.
No, she was the other way. She was rooting for the Vikings to win.
Yeah, sorry. She was rooting for the Vikings. I was rooting for the Bills because obviously we wanted to be further ahead of the Vikings, which now we're tied with.
And Mom loves me more, so she was rooting for the Vikings so that the Bills would be a game back and we would finally be first place in the
She was just rooting because you guys are already tied. You guys are already tied. We were still ahead of the Vikings, so she wanted you guys to be first place.
She wanted
Either way, it made those sneaks. I mean, we were kind of going back and forth at each other. You know, it was like, in your face, Mom! Yeah!
You're so bad. You're just so
And then the Bills just completely screwed the pooch with their tight buttholes.
She gave a yippee after the last interceptions. Oh, yip.
She did. She did the patented Mama yippee.
Yippee. Yes. What a sweetheart. Love you, Mom. All right, let's move on. We were talking about the sneak earlier. What are they doing wrong on the sneak? Is there like a tack? I mean, you guys are pretty flawless with it. You got anything to say what helps with it or what hurts? Like, is it that like I don't want to say hard of a play, but is there like a secret sauce to the play or something? Like, why are you guys so much better than everybody else at doing it?
time out. You want me to give away quarterback sneak strategy on our podcast?
I can't imagine that there's much to it other than snapping the freaking ball and just pushing as hard as you can.
Yeah, that's because you guys don't run the quarterback sneak. All right, listen. There's a lot that goes into it, and if you don't want your quarterback's knee to go sideways, look at that. It's so complicated. Your guy's quarterback couldn't even do it without his knee falling off. All right.
Stop it. There's nothing. Pat. There's First of all,
it's one of the most intricate plays. I mean, it's a crucial play. There's a lot that goes into it.
What? You gotta say it, dude. You gotta say it. I cannot imagine that there's anything that mind blowing about a QB sneak.
I'm not saying you're right. I'm not going to say it because I'm not giving any defense the keys to stopping that play. I'm going to keep doing what we're doing and letting it roll.
I love that you're making this one fucking play, the most simple play in the offensive book. Something that's
simple, the most simple.
Yes,
Listen,
snap the ball and move forward. What is more simple than that?
See, this is why you guys don't run the quarterback sneak. This is why you guys don't do it. There is detail in it. There is a lot of things that go into the quarterback sneak to make it successul, and everything has to run in unison. Everything has to be synced up. And I'm telling you what, it's a lot more complicated than running a freaking hitch route. All right, I'll tell you that right now. Running 6 yards.
Look at you.
Is it 6 yards?
6 yards is that hitch? Yeah, sure. If you want it to be.
What is it in your guys' playbook?
In our playbook, it's get open on time. That's 95% of all the routes. Yeah, that's 95% of all the routes with Pat Mahomes. Just get open.
So if your route is a hitch route and it's 3rd and 8, you're running at the sticks, right?
Yeah, we're probably not calling that play if it's 3rd.
That makes sense. Yeah. What am I doing? That's stupid, Jason.
You kind of just answered your own question there.
What do you? Yeah. So if you. Anyways, there's a lot that goes in the quarterback sneak. All right, just ask the Bills and the Vikings. Huh? If it's so simple, huh? Most simple play in the playbook until you need to do it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think it's baloney, but whatever. All right, moving on. So, man, this is never an easy topic to talk about, man. Derek Carr at the podium just pouring out his feelings of a frustrating 2-7 season with a lot of expectations. Obviously, we all put a bunch of effort and a bunch of emotion and a bunch of hard work into it. And a lot of guys battle through soreness and injuries and discomfort to the point where it's like that could bring tears to you itself, over the course of the season. But is there any crying? Is it acceptable to just, I don't know, cut it loose or let it loose? I know I've cried, but for the most part, all my crying has been like crying of happiness and like overcoming and, being appreciative of the success I'm having and stuff like that. And like after the Super Bowl, I was boo-hooing, I don't think I've ever cried after a loss, but what do you think it's acceptable?
I've teared up when teammates have been hurt or been going through things.
Yeah.
I tear up when I'm talking, whenever you're sometimes with really big triumphant moments, impactful moments in your career and your team. I think sometimes these things can be overwhelming and very emotional. And I've been known to cry for sure. I've done it in numerous press conferences. I did it after the Super Bowl. I've done it. For me, it almost always happens when I'm thinking about either our family, my teammates, the trajectory of a season. So, this guy clearly puts a lot of effort into all of this, and
he's invested, man.
It's frustrating when it doesn't pay off,
especially when he's the one that's being held accountable for a lot of the shit that's going on. That shit it probably just got at him to the point where he couldn't hold it back, man. But that shit sucks. It sucks.
Speaking of crying, do you hear my 1-year-old right now?
Oh, baby L. Baby L, she heard it. She heard we were talking about Derek Carr right now.
Yeah. Sounds a lot like Derek Carr.
Yeah, she's very invested in her sleep. And
if only her teammates tried as hard as she did.
That's so great. All right, moving on to New Heights Stamp of the Week, baby. This is how we do it. Jason and I, we give a shout out to anybody taking their game to new heights. It could be in the NFL, college, high school, doesn't matter. We're showcasing anybody taking their game to the next level, baby. And mine this week, my guy Cole Kmet of the Chicago Bears, baby, coming out of a unfortunately close loss, but 4 receptions, 74 yards, 2 touchdowns, a huge touchdown. Got the bulk of his yardage on one of them, absolutely wide open, ran a great route, and I'm just happy to see that guy taking the next step, man. Finally, I think he's got 5 or 6 touchdowns this year alone, which is the second most out of all the tight ends. And I'm just happy to see him keep progressing, man. Great guy, plays his tail off. I think he embodies that city, the toughness, and he's definitely, a guy that I thought was going to take the league by storm. Very big dude, looks kind of like that Gronk, physical built, and just toughness. And sure enough, man, Cole, shout out to you taking your game to new heights, baby. I'm proud of it. Let's keep
Way to go,
thing
Cole.
going. Tight end you, baby.
Way to go, Cole. Okay, I got Jeff Saturday. I was a little nervous. I didn't know if I wanted. You know what? Well, I was a little bit iffy because we're playing the Colts this week and whether I was going to go with Jeff. But, I mean, in the true what this stamp is supposed to be, taking your game to new heights, this is the only thing Jeff hasn't done. I mean, he's been a Pro Bowl player.
Perennial.
He's played for over a decade, won a Super Bowl. He's a Hall of Fame candidate almost every year. This guy, and then he's first time as a coach against the Las Vegas Raiders. What does he do? Gets a win. Gets a dub despite all the shenanigans all week. I mean, we talked about it on our podcast about how odd of a move it was. And some other people were very harsh. He found a way to get it done. I thought he answered questions great. I thought he had great press conferences and addressing all this and just keeping the team focused. And they got their first dub.
Yeah,
under Jeff.
You could see the way they were playing. They were playing for a lot more, man. You can see their backs were against the wall. They felt like they had to rally to come together. I think that, bringing Jeff in, great leader, team first guy, that entire mentality. Not to take anything away from what Frank Wright did or anything like that, but sometimes change is good, man, and it can spark a freaking fire that just wasn't there. But I can't say too much about the Colts because we lost to them, and I think that is a very talented football team, and it doesn't surprise me that they rallied together because they got a lot of great players over there, man.
No doubt. Well, let's look ahead to next week.
Yeah, talking about the Colts, man.
Yeah.
Eagles at Colts. So you guys are going to Indianapolis, playing in the Dome. How do you prep for a game or for a team with a brand new head coach?
I don't know how it's going to change. Obviously, they were fired up last week to play the Raiders. I think largely they're going to be a similar team, especially on defense. I can't speak for the offense, but Jeff isn't going to go in there and drastically change the defensive philosophy of the football team in a week, right?
Right.
I think what he's going to do is bring a different level of organization, motivation, and things like that, which will make a difference in how the team ultimately plays. But for us and how we're preparing, it's not going to be any different with Jeff Saturday as a coach. We're just going to prepare for what we see on tape, what we see from them as players, and go out there and play it like it's any week.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. He made a comment on the Pat McAfee show. Shout out to the Pat McAfee show that he challenged the O-line. He came in and said, you guys have to step it up, And coming from a guy like that, a perennial, you were just kind of naming all the accolades that he's accomplished as a player.
Yeah,
you can appreciate that challenge. You know what I mean? The real ones, the guys with the right mentality, if they say something to you, it hits a little bit different than maybe somebody who didn't play or wasn't in your shoes at some point in their career. And I think that it just matters, man. It matters, and if you got the right group of guys, you answer the freaking bell. And sure enough, they obviously did coming out with the win.
I mean, if there's one group that immediately is going to give Jeff Saturday the respect of what he's earned as a player, it's going to be the offensive line.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, he's immediately got that. And, if he's calling you out, that he thinks that you can do better. He knows that he knows what the offensive line is capable of out there. And Indianapolis has had a great offensive line for a long time. And, sometimes you need to light a fire up under him. And, it certainly seems to have paid off.
Yeah. Well, we know he's going to keep everyone accountable. As he kept Peyton Manning, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever in the league, kept that man accountable while he was playing. I remember you were telling me a Jeff Saturday story, your first year in the league, or one of your first couple years in the league, that he kind of helped out in terms of like a mentor almost, or just a voice of reason for you at a younger age or at the beginning of your career.
Yeah, well, my first offensive line coach was Howard Mudd, who coached Jeff his entire career, I think, in Indianapolis. And, after my first season, Howard he was like, "Hey, do you want to talk to Jeff?" And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Like, I'd be honored to take any advice he could have." So, I went up to his place and we talked ball for a little bit. And he actually just texted me a couple months ago, saying how, he was wishing us luck and, thought we were having a great season. So, unfortunately, I don't think he's wishing us luck this week, but I think Jeff's a great person, a great dude. He was a great player, and I think he's always gone out of his way to try and help me, and I'm sure he's done that for a lot of guys. So, great dude.
Sounds like a great dude to me, man. And obviously the Colts come together, and they look like they love playing for him, man, because that sideline was hyped. The guys looked like they were rallying, playing for each other. It's a different world, man.
Yeah. Well, Chiefs at the Chargers. Sunday night football. We got a little in-division game. November 8th, announced the game was flexed to Sunday night over the Bengals. Yeah. When did you find this out?
The same time everybody else did.
It just kind of happens right when it gets announced.
Yeah, it was like, oh, wow, we got another primetime game. I think it's our 7th primetime game, so we are officially not getting flexed to primetime anymore.
Well, aren't you the popular one? Yeah, what do you like the ability to flex games? Do you like the ability to flex games?
I love the ability to flex to flex home games. To flex an away game in LA to where I don't get back until 4 a.m.
God, that's a good point, man. Yeah, that's not good.
It's going to be just a long ride back, and at a point in the season where you were hoping you could just get to the house, put your feet up after a game. But we signed up for this thing, and I can't get mad about playing on national television, man. Being the only game on, and getting to showcase, being able to go out there, put on for Cleveland Heights, University of Cincinnati, all the friends and family that have been in my corner my entire life. I love playing primetime games, man. I can't get enough of them. So I'm not mad that we're getting flexed. I just wish it was for a home game instead of an away game.
Are you excited? Let's get to the real question. Are you going to wear your wrestling knee pads and boots in your preparation to see Derwin James again? You going to have your Rey Mysterio mask on?
I'm gonna have the leather diaper, my high leather boots, maybe some wristbands,
some elbow pads. Get the rock
elbow
pads. Yeah, baby.
If I get in the end zone, I might have to do the people's elbow now, man.
Are you going to try and jump over Derwin James again? Maybe.
Me jumping over people is it's starting to kind of calm down. I landed on my fucking head 2 games ago, and I'm still feeling that shit. Yeah, still feeling it. So the fun stuff throughout the it's funny because when you get flipped like that, there's a point in like the you getting flipped that just everything freezes. Like the time freezes, and there's so much going through your head, and it's right before you hit the ground. Yeah. And it's like, no. And then it freezes like the old Saved by the Bell, where it's like everything freezes and you're talking into the camera and about the situation that's about to occur. And you're just like, this isn't good. Oh, no, my neck. Try and tuck the neck. And you can't tuck the neck. And all of a sudden, you just get this full shock wave going through your neck into your spine. And luckily enough, the adrenaline and some of the anti-inflammatories I was on got me through the game. But, man, I couldn't look left for about an entire week. I'm over here turning my shoulders. Patty Mahomes was making fun of me in my routes during practice. He was like, dude, it's taking you like you're trying to turn a semi-truck around a corner, around a tight bend, trying to run these routes right now, snapping your head around. I'm just starting to laugh like, man, I heard this from Andre Miller, a legendary Cavalier, but played in the league NBA for forever. And they asked him, the longevity, what can you, we can you speak on in terms of how healthy you've been and how you stayed in the league so long? He said, man, just stay on the ground, man. You don't leave the ground. A lot of shit, you eliminate a lot of that stuff, the wear and tear on the knees, the how you're going to fall, there's a lot of things you can eliminate. And sure enough, I think I play a lot better when my feet are in the ground than when I'm upside down landing on my head.
Yeah, let's stick to the Wesley Snipes law, which is that white men can't jump, and let's stay on the ground. All right.
Don't forget how that movie ended, Jason.
That's right.
Woody Harrelson. They definitely lowered the rim to like 8 feet.
I mean, we can pretend.
It's like when I was in the backyard every single day practicing basketball, and Dad would yell from the kitchen, "Put the hoop up to 10 feet." I'm just like, Dad, I can't reach it up there. I gotta work on my dunking.
Only I could dunk when we were growing up.
You definitely cannot dunk.
I'm a dunking machine. What are you talking about?
Jason, you used to try dunking every single day after lifting in college, and I've never seen you successfully.
That was once I was 280 pounds.
You would just
that was once I was
rip the
290
calluses
pounds.
off your hand, and your entire hand would be bleeding by the end of the basketball shoot around.
That's just because my hand was so muscular I could no longer palm the ball. So I just had to like try and slam it down in like a pancake, like a
Burger
flapjack.
King hands, man. Burger King hands.
No, the opposite of Burger King hands. These are this is caveman
The Rock.
hands.
The Rock. Yeah, The Rock was saying calloused up.
Oh yeah.
Right on, baby. Right on.
All righty. Well, that about wraps up the 12th episode of New Heights.
Woo!
So make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to the New Heights channel so you know when the new videos come out, and listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Once again, New Heights is a Jukes original presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. Make sure you follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show for fun clips throughout the week. And as always, thank you to our production, man. We honestly cannot do this without you, and we appreciate everything you guys do, man. You guys make us look good when we know we're not. But we're learning, and we appreciate the guidance. So shout out to everybody helping make this thing run.
Thanks, guys.
Until the next time, peace. Peace.
The NCAA, like, they don't have many rules on much anymore.
Women's sports has blown up with the NIL stuff.
It's been great for everybody, honestly.
You're a little bit closer to the NIL world. Have you heard of anybody paying their taxes? I definitely wasn't ready to pay taxes when I was in college. Like, I wasn't thinking about that.
I know. That's what I always think about.
Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen.
How's it going?
A Wondery show produced by Wave Sports and Entertainment. And big thanks to our presenting sponsor, Audible.
Oh.
Start listening today when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/New Heights.
I love some Audible.
All right, now, Audible getting in there, sliding in there for a little sponsor. Shout out Audible. We're your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. My big brother, Jason Kelce, out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Cincinnati Bearcat alums. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, or wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S. Jason, let the people know who we have coming up.
I'm not going to beat around the bush, guys. This is a big one. It's the guest you guys have all been waiting for.
That we all have been waiting for.
You've all, really been demanding. And we finally got her. Probably got one of the busiest schedules out there. Caitlin Clark is here. That's right. You heard it. That's right. You heard it. Right. She's in the building, folks. And we're going to hear a nice conversation from her in just a few seconds. And we're not going to really do too much before that because we're going to get right into this conversation because it was fantastic. But first, we are going to get to a little bit of that new news.
New news.
New news is brought to you by Accelerator, the orange ice pop. There we go.
Who
Thanks,
loves
Accelerator.
Do you Did you finally?
I do. I'm a fan of the orange.
Dude, it's so good.
I still prefer the grenadine. I still prefer grenadine, cherry ice pop, but
Okay.
I think it's good. Right. I'm a fan.
I'm always in on a little orange soda. They Call It Late Night with Jason Kelce premieres this Friday, January 3rd. Jason, can you give us a tease or an anecdote?
A tease or an anecdote? I don't know. I don't know what to say. I think we're going to have some awesome guests on hand. Really, the whole purpose of this show is to just celebrate and the sport of football. And, obviously we got playoffs coming up. This is the last week of the regular season coming up. It's just honestly an excuse to get together a bunch of guys and bullshit about a sport that we all love, do a bunch of fun, creative comedy bits with some incredible writers. Being creative is just a joy. And I think that we have between the band, between the audience, between the players and all the people that are going to be there, I think it's just going to be a lot of fun. Incredibly intimidated by it. I'm terrified of how this is going to go.
That's such a good feeling to have.
At the same time, it makes you feel alive. There's something about being afraid that makes you excited, right?
Every time, man.
So
every time.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, that's awesome, man. I'm happy as hell for you, brother. I can't wait. You said something about a band, and now I got to ask, are you breaking out the sax?
Listen, I got, what this says?
No, not focusing. I'm still too far away to be able to read that. Oh, you got some new
got some reads.
Got some reads.
We'll see.
Nice.
It probably won't happen show one. I don't know what the plan is.
I didn't, no pun intended. I didn't read that on the box. I just thought in my head, what could this possibly have to do with the saxophone? And
yeah, the reads. I bought some reads. I still, I don't know when. We got some plans. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if it's going to happen show one. We got some, there's a whole litany of things that could happen in this episode. So anyways, excited.
Again, that's Friday, January 3rd, ladies and gentlemen. They Call It Late Night with Jason Kelce, the man, the myth, the legend. And we also will be back for our regularly scheduled episodes starting next week. Football schedule and the holidays threw us off a little bit with me playing on Christmas and having all these short games or short weeks back to back to back. So it's making it a little tough to keep knocking these episodes out with you guys. But New Heights will be back talking all things NFL playoffs and whatever else comes next week.
Sounds good, Bubba.
And that's it for new news brought to you by Accelerator. Upgrade your energy and get you some of this orange ice pop. Shit's fucking popping, son.
All righty, our guest today is a 6-foot guard from the University of Iowa, the NCAA all-time Division I scoring leader, the first pick of the WNBA draft, WNBA assist leader, all-star, and 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year. She's the most requested guest in the history of our show, and the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, Miss Caitlin Clark. Please welcome everyone. Yeah,
I appreciate it. I'm excited. I don't get excited about many things, but this is at the top of my list. So
we made it, Jason. We've made it.
How many accolades did we leave off? How many accolades do you have right now at this point, Caitlin?
I think you might have made some up. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure on that. I feel like you're kind of like Wayne Gretzky for basketball right now.
Gretzky.
The amount. If you go to the Wikipedia page and you look at like the list of like awards and achievements, it's like endless. It is. Yeah, we had to limit it to this list just to get the show started.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Is there any accomplishment, I guess, of all these accolades that has meant the most to you?
Oh, gosh. That's a good question. Well, I'd give you the answer my mom would say is probably academic All-American. She was proud of me for being a good student in college. So
that's that answer.
Nobody
Love
talks
that
about
answer
that.
from mom.
That's what I'm talking about.
I did all right in school, so hung in there. But other than that, I mean, they're all cool, but you don't really care. It kind of just comes with it. It comes with having fun. And I think that the Time Athlete of the Year was cool too, just because you see the list of like all the athletes that they've had prior to me. And a lot of those people I idolized growing up, and LeBron's been the only other basketball player. So, and it's cool as a woman, like they haven't had many females on the cover too. So for women's sports, it's kind of special, but just kind of comes with playing the game and having fun, as you guys know.
That's awesome.
I love it. What did you study in college? What was
I was into business school. I got my degree in marketing.
You're a marketing major?
I'm a marketing
major.
There we go.
You guys are great at marketing.
We're all right.
Guys like me, we got to figure out. You got to figure. I got to go on like dating shows just to get my name out there. I actually have a funny. Made the dean's list like once in my life, and
Did you?
When
there we go.
it was when I got kicked out of school, and it was a part of the criteria that I had to get that I had to reach just to stay on the team.
So you were capable of doing it.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
Ed Kelce always said I was capable. You just have to focus. You have to give it your all. No, my mom was actually the one paying for my tuition at that point. So I had to make sure I did my mom right. I couldn't just throw away the grades knowing mom was paying for them. So
that's right.
I share that with my mother.
Let's talk about your biggest accomplishment, being a part of Chiefs Kingdom.
That's right.
How long have you been a part of the kingdom?
I'm sorry, Jason.
You can apologize to me. I'm honorary member.
I'm a Midwest kid, so there's this picture that's been circulating a couple years ago when I was on Peyton Eli's Monday Night Show, where I'm in a full Chiefs outfit. I had family in Kansas City, and I grew up in Des Moines, Iowa, which is only 3 hours from Kansas City. So that's just the closest NFL team. So my dad was a big Chiefs fan growing up. So people think I'm like a bandwagon Chiefs fan. I'm like, no, I was there before Patrick and Travis. Like
I love it.
We were ride or dies. So we've been big fans, and now obviously all the success you guys have had has made it a lot of fun for us.
Who was your childhood like?
My brother loved Tony Gonzalez. Like that was
Tony
his guy.
G.
Yeah.
What a guy.
So
he was the chief.
We would go to like one game a year growing up with my cousins down in Kansas City.
That's so
and we
fun.
still try to go. We went to the Christmas Day game last year. I think the year before you might have played on Christmas Eve, maybe. We went to that. We were sitting outside for that one. My toes were like about to fall off. My fingers about to fall off. I don't get how you guys play in that type of weather, but it's fun. And like obviously
we got heaters on the sideline.
Arrowhead's not too bad, so good spot.
Oh, it's a blast. You already know.
Have you ever messed with those heaters on the sideline? Have you ever seen those things?
So we played a basketball game outside in college, like an exhibition game.
Oh.
And they had those on the sidelines. And I was like, I didn't really never know what they were, but they had them. And they get so hot, like dangerously
hot. It's too hot.
I know.
It's funny. You'll see some guys throw on those winter coats. And if they get too close to the heaters, you just hear them pop. They're just like,
really?
And you'll just see feathers start flying everywhere. It's crazy.
Gosh. I had to tell them to like turn it off. I'm like, just let it be like a normal bench. Like,
I'm out on the heaters. It has to be like below 20 degrees for me even to think about sitting on the heaters. That's why I'm sitting on the water coolers right now every time we're off the field. I hate it. I can't feel too hot.
For sure.
If I feel too hot, I'm going to start to it's like a heated blanket or something. I'm going to start falling asleep.
I think they said there's an fire marshal over there watching, make sure that it doesn't catch on fire.
Why don't we just
coming out of thing? Yeah,
do our own safety check here and just cut these things?
Yeah.
So you said your brother's favorite player was Tony Gonzalez. Who is your favorite player or is?
Oh, is? I mean, obviously Travis is up there.
I made it.
But I'm obviously a big Patrick fan too.
How can you not be?
Like the both of you, you're pretty great.
I'm here.
But it's been fun, and obviously I've known Brett Veach for a while. It's actually kind of crazy. So when I was in college, we played the Big Ten tournament in Indianapolis, and it was at the time of the combine. So Brett was staying in our hotel. And that's kind of how I first got to know him, my sophomore year of college. And then we kind of have just stayed in touch ever since. So
yeah, Brett's the man.
Yeah, he's obviously done really well, and he's fun. He's cool too. So
the whole family the Veach family's the best.
Yeah,
I love
good people.
When I first got into the league, Veach was like Andy's assistant in Philadelphia.
How crazy
is that? So to see where he's at now and the success he's had, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The Eagles had all this right there and there.
Don't shut up.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not
Will
going to do that.
You guys talk about this right now? We're doing just fine.
You guys are doing great right now.
That's funny.
All right, Travis, earmuffs. Put your earmuffs. Take your earmuffs off.
They technically are on.
Okay, well, take your earmuffs off.
All right.
What do we think about 2024 Chiefs, Caitlin? What do we think about where the team's at?
I'm feeling good.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling good. I mean, we're what, 13 and 1 right now.
Pretty good.
Oh, did someone say 13 and 1?
That's not too bad. But also, like, you guys have made it interesting as a fan. Like,
there you go. We're just keeping everybody at the edge of their seat.
I know, and I think that's what I appreciate about you guys the most, and like you and Patrick especially, is like you guys just have that edge to you, like that clutch factor, and like a lot of people don't have that. So when you get the ball with 1:30, you need to go 80 yards and score. Like, I'm feeling pretty good. But
we like the ball in Pat Mahomes' hands for sure.
We do.
Our defense has been saving our ass a lot this year. let alone our like field goal block team and our So it's been a full team effort this year.
Is it 10 games consecutive one for like single score games or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's like some crazy stats, like the first team ever to do that, but
something like that.
You killed it. Great performance. So last time 92%ers saw you with Travis was the Eras Tour. How was that?
Oh, that was so much fun.
Electric. It was great. My mom was like begging me to take her. She's like, I gotta go. Like, everybody's talking about it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was right there in Indianapolis.
Yeah. I literally live right downtown too, like right next to Lucas Oil. So I'm like,
nice.
The night I didn't go, I'm
such
like,
a cool
on my balcony trying to listen. But no, obviously it's just a great show and a lot of fun, and full Swiftie. Turned my mom into a full Swiftie now. And
nice.
Two of my cousins were there too. So good time.
Oh yeah.
Good time.
Was that, you mentioned that was like your second night going to it, right?
Yeah. Second night in a row. And that was my third show. I went early on when Taylor first went on tour in Minnesota at US Bank.
Nice.
One of her early concerts, and that was a lot of fun. Went with some of my college friends, and we had a good time together.
It's hard. It's hard to not have a good time at a concert.
I don't know how you couldn't have a good time at something like that.
This is so fun, man.
Well, we mentioned earlier that a few weeks ago you were named the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year. Time asked you to define your year in one word, and you said historic. We can do better. We can give you 2 words to define your year. What would they be if you could do that?
2 words?
2 words.
That is hard.
Yeah. 1 word easier.
And I can't use historic?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can. It's your
word.
Definition.
It's yours.
Majorly historic.
I would say, like, I don't know, life-changing maybe?
That's a great one. I think
really
and
that's
like all in a good way. Like, I mean, things just change really fast. Like, as you guys know, like, that's just how the world works. And especially with social media, people see a lot of your life, but that's what makes it fun, and why I've had so many cool opportunities too. So it's crazy. Like, looking back at a year ago today or around this time, like I was just beginning my senior year of college. And obviously, you know, people knew who we were and people attended our games, but it's obviously not on the magnitude that it is now.
Yeah.
So like life just changes fast, but that's what makes it fun and cool. And, you know, quickly started a new chapter of my life too, like moving here to Indianapolis, and feel lucky I'm still in the Midwest. I know you guys like the Midwest. So
I've been in the Midwest my entire life. Jason's officially an East Coaster now.
Yeah, but Philly, of all the East Coast cities, kind of has like some Midwest feel to it.
It's the most west.
I don't think Philly wants to hear that. They'll probably hate that I said that, but whatever.
Yeah, they're not going to like that comment. They want to be far from the Midwest.
No doubt.
Exactly.
I mean, it was just a crazy year because you go all the way up to the national championship game and then you're playing right away.
Yeah.
You know, one of my coaches early on in my career said, you know, your rookie year is always so hard because you're in a new city, you're in a new place, you're with a new team, new coaches. There's so much that's not part of the routine that you're so used to. And you had that as like magnified. I mean, are you looking forward this year to like kind of having some like, I don't know, more of a routine?
Familiarity.
You had the
For sure.
familiarity. Yeah.
I mean, it's just so unlike any other professional sport, really, from the standpoint of, so I played in the national championship and I basically went to the draft right after, got picked. And then you basically pack up and move. Like, you're moving in April. You don't even finish senior year of college. And I guess for you guys, like, what was it? You go to the combine. How long do you have to prepare for the combine? A few months. And then you get drafted, and you still got a little time to get acclimated to the new city.
For sure.
You know, you have camp, whatever. Like, it's not like that. Like, camp for us is like a week and a half.
Right.
And then you're
let's go play.
Yeah. But I think it was good a little bit too. Like, you don't have time to overthink things. Like, it's just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
like, you're just on to the next.
Right.
But at the same time, like, you don't like, I feel like I never really ended the chapter of college. Like it was just like you up and left, but maybe that's good. You don't have a lot of time to think about it. So I think that's definitely the weirdest part of, women's professional basketball and obviously college basketball too, is just that change, but that's kind of how it has to be too. So it's just different, but I think I feel lucky too, because we had the Olympic break. So I got a month off in the middle of the season because we had to pause the WNBA season because the 12 girls go and play in the Olympics and everybody else, you're not doing much. So got a month off, which I really needed, obviously, because I'd been playing basketball for just a year straight, but obviously so much different from the NFL or the NBA or whatever it is.
I remember my coming into the NFL, one of the biggest challenges for me was finding my professionalism. In a sense, I was such a leader on my team at Cincinnati. At least I felt like I was the main one of the voice of the team. And when I got to Kansas City, there was guys that had just been perennial Pro Bowlers and guys that had already had that culture set. And then on top of that, Coach Reed, and I struggled trying to find my lane and really feeling like I could give a piece to the team or find a role on the team. Was there anything like that happened to you early on, knowing that it all happened so fast?
For sure. And you come in as a rookie and like you said, you're trying to figure out a new environment, new teammates. You don't want to say too much. You don't want to say too little. And it's just so hard. But in my scenario, and obviously you guys too, you're already highly thought of. People are turning to you to be something or be someone. So it's hard. You're trying to get your feet wet, but also not do too much. And I think that's kind of what I struggled in early on is I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how they're going to react.
For not knowing, you nailed it.
But also I had a lot of really good vets around me too. So I feel very grateful for that. And we had a fairly young team too. So people had been through it fairly recently. So they knew how I felt. But I feel like that definitely is a huge challenge. And that goes for whatever professional sport. You're trying to learn, but also people are looking at you you got to perform and be what they drafted you to be. And that can be tough. Yeah.
I remember, Jason, you got tossed into the fire early your rookie year. And especially because you guys didn't even have off-season workouts. Yeah.
So we missed the whole off-season workout. And if you weren't a first or second day pick, you didn't get the playbook. So I got the playbook 2 days before training camp. So we just started right from there. But that was one thing. You mentioned the vets. And I think, for me at least, there was a lot. Some vets were incredible. Some of the vets, obviously, you're competing for jobs. So there's a little bit there. But you lean so much as a young player on your vets. And you lean so much from even just in Philly, there's so many great players that played for the Eagles that Harold Carmichael, who was a legendary Philadelphia Eagle, was always around and willing to lend advice or anything. Did you have many former players or current players reach out to you that really helped you in transitioning into the WNBA?
Yeah, there was, quite a few. Somebody that comes to the top of my head is Tamika Catchings, who was an MVP in the WNBA.
Yep.
Yeah.
She won their championship here. I want to say 2012 when the Fever won their championship. She was what made the Indiana Fever really good. That was our prime. That was when we were really good. And then after Tamika retired, the Fever kind of went down a little bit, as every team does once your, franchise player retires and moves away from basketball. And she's still really big here in the Indianapolis community. And she was one of the first people to text me after I got picked and still checks in on me. So it's cool.
Awesome.
It's
cool.
Somebody that's not in your building every single day, but means so much to your community and to the organization. And to have that, she's a legend. Her number's up in the rafters. That's somebody I idolized and looked up to. And for her to just take, 2 seconds to check in on me and see how I'm doing. And that's obviously really special. So I would certainly say her. And we still have that relationship and it's still growing, and she still comes around now and then, and her championship trophy that she won sits in our locker room. It's right next to my locker. I'm great. The coaches probably place
motivation.
that down.
Yeah, right. Hey, no pressure.
Yeah. So I have to look at it every day.
These are the shoes.
It's got its own glass case. I'm great.
Oh yeah, better. Hell yeah, better. Just a little motivation. Just this is what we're working for.
No doubt.
Absolutely. So, but yeah.
We were not drafted in the first round. What was it like being a first round pick?
Oh, well,
or
I felt
the first pick.
So it's crazy. Because of COVID, I could have actually gone back to school for a fifth year.
What were you considering that?
Well, Early on, yes.
It looked like you were having a good old time over there in Iowa.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It looked like you were having a good time.
It's college. Like, you're there with your friends, and like the game's just easier. Like, it's just how it is. And you don't want that chapter of your life to end. Like, it's fun. Like, you do fun things. You guys know how it is. And it's easy going and whatever.
Well, I imagine that decision's probably made even harder now that there is on NIL. And like when Travis and I played, like there was no ability to make any money.
For
now
sure.
it's obviously
like
way different.
I gotta
100%.
capitalize on this check.
But yeah, so I was like kind of considering that, but then I got to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm totally leaving. Like I know this is going to be the end for me. Just like I felt very content in that. And then obviously like I had a very good feel that I was probably going to be the first pick, but like you're still sitting there and like everybody gets nervous and jittery, no matter where you're projected or what you're going to be. Like, this is a moment you've always dreamed of as a kid.
Oh, Jason was a train wreck. Are you kidding me? He was guy was pacing back and forth in the room.
Yeah, like how did you guys feel going into the draft?
I knew. Yeah, I guess Travis, do you want to? I guess I'll go first. We'll go chronological. I'll go first, then you go. All right.
All right.
So first day, I wasn't doing anything because I knew I wasn't going to get drafted in the first round. I was just like, man, this is cool watching the draft. Second day for I think the later on guys, you have your agent is like taking any inkling of like positivity he can. So he's like, there's a chance you'll go in the third round, even though there's no chance you're going to go in the third round. So I'm like watching that. I'm like, all right. But the third day, Trav, Mom and Dad, Uncle Don, we all went bowling because I didn't want to sit there and watch it go by and watch a bunch of people get picked that like, it's like just pissed me off even more. So it's like, all right, I'll just go bowling, ignore it. And somebody will call me at some point. We finished bowling and I still hadn't got a call. So it was super awkward. It was like, all right, let's just go back to the house.
We paid for the 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, we did the 2 hours.
Do we keep fucking rolling these things?
The third day was still
drafted?
going. Yeah. So it was like the sixth round. We went back to my house and then, finally got a call from a 610 number, I believe it was. Or was it 215? 215. I think it might have been 215. Either way, Philadelphia area code popped up. And so it all kind of went down there. Dad came rushing in crying. There's nothing better than, and then you can hear when it finally, because I was in a separate room and they were all in the living room kind of watching on TV. Mm-hmm. And I was still on the phone. And then I knew when they all knew because they all started cheering in the living room. Mm-hmm. So that was exciting. But it was nerve-wracking until the moment you get picked, and then it's like you forget about all the other crap. You're just like, yeah, I'm in the NFL now.
Yeah. My situation was a little different because I did have the year that I missed playing, but that ended up being the year that I switched into the tight end room. So it was a perfect match for me. That's when I really thought that, oh, wow, I actually love this game. Like before, I was just back there playing the old backyard sport. Now I I don't know. I felt like I could give more to the game, give more to the team. I was in Pittsburgh because that's where my agent was, had all the friends and family out. I knew first round wasn't there, but I always thought in the back of my mind, I could, like all the tight ends that were going to get drafted, I could play with those guys. I might not have shown on film that I'm better than them, but I know that I've shown that I could play in the NFL just as much as they can. Yeah, I ended up just getting kind of like Jason said, getting told that maybe second round here, if this guy doesn't get picked, they're thinking about you. And finally got a call from a Missouri number thinking I was going to St. Louis because I had no idea that Kansas City was even in Missouri. And from there, it was Coach Reed on the phone telling me, you better not mess this up.
You didn't?
Yeah.
That's solid.
No, I didn't. I almost did a few times.
How many rounds are there in the NFL draft? What, like?
So there's 7 now.
7?
Yeah. It's been 7 for a long time. There used to be like something crazy.
Yeah. It used to be.
It's like the MLB where they had like 1,000 rounds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Insane. But yeah, now it's 7 and then undrafted. And really, once it gets to like this later round, sometimes it's better to even be undrafted.
Yeah. So you can just try to pick a good situation to go to.
Exactly. Yeah. You get autonomy in that. But yeah, what was harder? High school, college, or going from college to the pros?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, my high school to college transition was so weird because I was COVID. So like, I didn't even know when I was going to go to college. It's like, I didn't even like technically graduate high school. Like I did, obviously, but like I didn't ever walk really. We had like an outdoor thing, but other than that, like it was so weird. And then like 2 weeks before, they're like, we're in the summer, and Iowa was like, yeah, like we want you to come to campus. And literally the only people there were like us and the football team and men's basketball.
Wow.
It was so weird. Like in the dorms, it was literally just athletes in the dorms, no RAs. It was like a huge like mansion with just college kids running wild.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds so much fun.
It was
Sign me up.
It was a bit concerning, but it was also it was a lot of fun. I don't know if they knew that. I still don't think they know that that was the situation. At least that was the situation where on a few floors that I was near, but it was a good time, honestly. And
nice.
It was just so weird. Like I didn't have that normal college experience. Like I think my first semester, like I was taking everything online, just trying not to get COVID because we were testing every day and just trying to play. And
gosh, thank God we're out of that.
I know.
Mess.
So just kind of crazy. And then obviously going from college to the pros, I think it's just like the time span. That's just what's so weird about it. It's just so short and condensed. Like you don't have much time, but at that point, it is what it is. Everybody has to deal with the same thing. So that's what I told myself is like, there's no point in complaining. Everybody's dealing with it. It's not any different.
It's a good mindset to have.
Yeah.
What's your welcome to the WNBA moment, if you could have one?
Ooh.
Welcome to the W.
I tell people this. It was early on. I want to say it was like our 10th game of the year. We're playing in New York versus Liberty, who ended up winning the championship this year.
Yep.
And somebody set a screen on me and like I hit my ear like just perfect on the girl where like my eardrum popped and like ruptured. Ooh. And I knew it right away because I've done it before. And I was just like, it hurts so bad. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but
I've done it. How did you do it before? Can I guess?
I was guess. It was very Midwestern.
You did it in water. In water. Something
correct.
With water.
I got launched off a tube.
Why did you just get so excited? What are you, some brainiac?
That's how I did mine. I went off the diving board and tried to do as many flips as I could and smack my side of my head in the Heights High School swimming pool.
Yeah. Jason was a male swim cadet, so he had to be
This wasn't during swim cadet. Don't put me on blast like that, Travis.
That's funny. But yeah, I got launched off a tube in the middle of a lake. I was like underwater. I'm like, am I okay?
That's some Midwest stuff right there.
But yeah, so that was my welcome to the W moment.
Wait, so when you pop your drum, what happens to that?
There's like not really much you can do. It takes like months to heal. So like after the season, the doctor had to like go back in and look and see if it closed. And if it doesn't close, you have to have like a minor procedure. But lucky enough, it closed, so I was fine. But
thank gosh.
Yeah, you have to like be careful about like getting water in there. You can't go in lakes and pools. Like it's weird. Sometimes it'll bleed when it pops, but mine didn't, thankfully. So yeah, it's just really annoying. Like your hearing is like really off. And Jason, you're probably noticed, like your hearing's just kind of off for like a few weeks.
Yeah, it's like muffled and just like feels weird for sure. What because you brought this up because you're from the Midwest. I love the fact that you hurt your ear tubing. Are you a lakes or are you an ocean person?
We're big.
Where are you at?
We're pro get
Kylie's
outside.
Big time ocean, and I
love both. It's hard because like my family would always vacation down to Florida, like that's for spring break. Like that's what we would do. I'd go with my cousins. So like we loved the beach. My parents are beach people, but like you just grow up around lakes in the Midwest. Like that's what you do.
What beach down there in Florida?
St. Pete's.
St. Pete's. Nice. We were Marco Island.
Okay. Yeah. So that was our spot, but I love lakes and they're just easier. And I'm not as scared going in the water. Like I'm not going tubing in the ocean.
For sure. I don't know what's down there.
I'm not messing with that salt water.
Exactly. In a lake, you feel a little more confident. But yeah.
What is a snake going to get me?
How about you guys?
Doubt it. I'm a lake guy for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, I like both. We have a shore town in Jersey. They call it the Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore. Not the North Jersey Shore. Don't the show. We're South Jersey. We're civilized down there in South Jersey.
All the shores over there in Jersey are the same. Every last one of them.
He's trying to hype one up over the other.
Yeah. But yeah, I do love the shore. I love the ocean. And we grew up going to Florida, but there's just something about lakes. And in particular, I like 4-season lakes. I like when the lake freezes over. We played hockey growing up. I like going on snowmobiles. I like the summers. I like hiking. Like I think there's so much.
Big hiker.
All right. I have been hiking and I enjoy it.
That's his new hobby. He picked it, how to pick it up.
I didn't know you were a hiker. Well, you did. You've hiked Mount Kilimanjaro.
That's right. I'm lighter now.
He's a retired athlete. He just picks up hobbies.
God. All right. We don't need to put me on blast. All right. Here we go.
Thanks again to our presenting sponsor, Audible.
This new year, let Audible expand your life. by listening. That's right. Explore over 1 million audiobooks and exclusive Audible originals that inspire and motivate you, all in one easy app.
Look, maybe you want to kick a bad habit or start a good one. Listening to Audible can help you reach the goals you set for yourself. All you have to do is open the app and whatever your focus or interest is, you find the titles for it. It's that simple.
Like Atomic Habits by James Clear, great book. Outlive, The Science and Art of Longevity by Peter Thiel, also a good book.
Get advice and insight from leading professionals and experts on health, relationships, career, finance, investing, and much, much more. There's so much opportunity to learn and more to imagine when you listen.
Start listening today when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/New Heights. If you have watched this show the last few weeks, you know Accelerator has been hooking it up.
Yeah. And once again, they're hooking it up on Amazon. This may be the best one we've seen yet. Everyone go to Amazon.com and use the code $10 off. That's the number 10 and then the words bucks off to get 10% off one case of Accelerator through Wednesday, January 8th.
Everyone knows how we stay energized, and I'm telling you, if you have not tried this, go try it now. It's zero sugar. It's plant-based thermogenics. It's delicious, and it is also proven to increase your metabolism and focus.
Amazon makes it too easy to not try our favorite drink.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Like during the holidays when you get a gift but forget to buy the batteries.
Or when you head out to celebrate New Year's but forget to bring the champagne.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
This content is intended for audiences in the U.S. only. Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You guys played hockey? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Jason played a little longer than I did. Once I got to high school, I switched over to basketball because it was the same season.
Trav hurt the entire Cleveland Heights hockey community because he was the best hockey player
Shut up.
ever in Cleveland Heights youth hockey. He was very dominant. And then when he chose basketball, it just really deflated.
You got to be a pretty solid basketball player.
I just couldn't dribble. We were known for basketball, and all the basketball games were absolutely rocking.
Really? Sold out?
Yeah, and I had hoop dreams, so I chose basketball. But yeah, I definitely loved playing hockey the most. Hockey was so much fun. It was probably because of the guys that I played it with more so than actually getting out there. But yeah. That's half of the youth teams I was on anyways. But
yeah, I like to put a helmet on.
You get on the ice and play a little or what? Were you always a hooper or what other sports did you play?
I played soccer growing up. It was soccer and basketball. Honestly, hockey isn't really that big in Iowa. Like it wasn't really a big thing, which is kind of weird. Like you think it would be, but it was more of nobody really did it.
I feel like wrestling's so big in Iowa. So like all the guys wrestle.
Wrestling is huge. Like all the Iowa football players, like usually are really good high school
Tristan Wirfs, freaking Tyler Lindenbaum.
Yep.
Jason
really
was a wrestler.
Athletic, but big and athletic. Yeah. Great wrestlers, state champion wrestlers, but then would be like freak O linemen or like good tight ends or whatever it was.
Yeah. I love watching me two big old muscle bound dudes wrestle it out.
Give me the heavyweights. I want to see the heavyweights.
That's funny.
How did you end up at Iowa? You almost ended up at Notre Dame.
I did, yeah.
What led to the decision to go to Iowa?
So I basically narrowed it down pretty early on when I was going through my college recruitment that I wanted to be like in the Midwest, just kind of a homebody, family person, just wanted to stay fairly close to home. So that narrowed a lot of stuff down. And I visited like Oregon and Texas and a few other places, and I liked them, but it was just like I knew it was too far. And then visited Notre Dame a bunch of times. And I was like, I love Notre Dame, and I like as a kid, like you want to go to Notre Dame. Like it's the same with Notre Dame football. It's like the coolest thing in the world. Like it's Notre Dame. It has that tradition. They've had so many great players go through there in every single sport. But like, I just knew like something like you could just like, I could feel it in my gut. Like I was like, I'm not supposed to go there.
Yeah.
So I picked Iowa, and Iowa was really good at women's basketball before I went there too. Like made a few Sweet 16s, made the Elite Eight. Our coach had been there for quite a while, but they hadn't been to the Final Four since like 1992. So I wanted to go somewhere that was good, but like maybe hadn't been like a blue blood per se in like quite a few years, and kind of help them get back to that. And then it was obviously my home state too, and 2 hours from where I grew up. So perfect distance where like your parents can't show up, but also like you could go home if you wanted to.
No doubt.
Of course,
no doubt.
Yeah.
It's important.
It just kind of all worked out perfect. And obviously I made an okay decision and it worked out pretty well, but
worked out real well.
Yeah, dude.
Did you take visits to Notre Dame and Iowa?
Yeah, I took quite a few to both. Yeah.
Okay.
What was your guys' dream schools growing up? Or did you even have one? Because I wouldn't even say Notre Dame was like my dream school. It was more so like I just thought it was super cool. Like it just sounds cool.
For sure.
I would say Dad was a big Notre Dame fan. He grew up Catholic, and he went to Catholic school growing up. And I think that like anybody who's like Irish Catholic, like that's like the like ideal,
that's
especially in the football world. And then Ohio State was really good.
Yeah,
Ohio State was probably the one school that I was like, as a kid, I was like, that's the school.
No, you like Michigan. You just stop.
I like Michigan.
Right now. You were always
Michigan
a Michigan fan.
You can't like Michigan and Ohio State.
Exactly, Caitlin.
The thing is I can, and I did.
He liked the helmets.
You can, but like Michigan and Ohio State fans are not going to be happy about that.
Exactly.
I didn't go to either one of them, so it's all good.
I will say this was when he was younger. By the time he was like, high school, he was on the Ohio State. Like it was just like, anyways.
Ohio State Stadium is legit. When we would go to play Ohio State, I would be like, we would drive past it. And I'm like, it would make Iowa Stadium look so small, and it still seats 70,000, but like that place is just gigantic.
Yeah.
I do love Iowa Stadium though. There's something like very awesome there. Obviously the thing they do with the Children's Hospital is awesome.
Cool. The Wave is really cool.
I'm trying to remember the name of it. I watched the game. I took a visit to Iowa.
Kinnick. Yeah.
Kinnick. Yeah.
Kinnick. Yep.
Great atmosphere.
It's great. And the Wave is pretty awesome because the Children's Hospital looks right over on the stadium. So it's cool. It's always been a thing, but the Wave has really become a thing probably in the last 8 years, I want to say, because we have a kid captain for every game because the hospital is such a big deal. And it's usually a kid battling some sort of disease or has beaten some sort of disease, not always cancer, but whatever it is. And that's always fun. They get to pick a song that plays after the first quarter, and I get the chills every time. It's sick. It's probably one of the best traditions in all of sports, if not the best, honestly.
Wait, so what's this thing about the Wave? The Wave just started?
So after the first quarter, everybody turns because the Children's Hospital like looks on top of the football stadium. Right. And so
I remember seeing them wave.
Yeah, the patients.
I thought you were talking about the Wave. Like, then they started doing a Wave. They incorporating the Wave.
Maybe we can get that started.
Maybe
too.
you're onto something, Jason.
Hey.
Iowa fans are going to be fired up now. They're going to be doing it at the same time.
Exactly.
That's awesome. So stupid.
But no, it's pretty cool.
We heard you got your first recruiting letter in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yeah. So at the time, like.
That's insane.
It's insane.
Were you playing with high schoolers at this point?
Yeah, it's honestly sad. Like where college like recruitment has kind of gone. It's just insane. But also,
I got you.
I feel very fortunate. Like my parents were just like, they told my older brother, like, go get the mail. Like, we don't want your sister to see that. They like wanted me to be in 7th grade and like enjoy middle school and like hang out with your friends. Like you shouldn't be worrying about where you're going to college.
I love that so much.
Yeah. So I didn't really take any visits until like after my freshman year of college. And then I didn't decide until my senior year. So I was never in a rush. And my parents did a really good job of like, make sure, I have a good circle around me. Like it wasn't always about college recruitment. I wasn't like posting my offers. Like also that wasn't really a thing when I was growing up. So,
but it is now. I mean, it had to be close to when you were growing up. I mean,
yeah, it was close. Like people were starting to do it, like post like, oh, I got an offer from here. I got an offer from here.
And especially in basketball. Now
it's all you see on social media. It's like only people talk about. It's crazy. But obviously times have changed too. But
times have changed.
Yeah, 7th grade was wild. And I was playing up like 2 years. So I was playing with high schoolers. But yeah, I didn't really like think anything of it. Like I was just going out there and hooping and having fun. And it's kind of just what came with it.
How much basketball did you play? Because nowadays, like these kids play, it's like nonstop. It's like,
I know.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy. And I played AAU and then I played for my high school team. But my mom would be like, she is not playing more than like 3 games or 2 games in one day. Like, that's crazy. Because sometimes they would want me to play like for the 7th grade team and the 8th grade team. So my parents were like really good about that. Like, they didn't want me to lose the love of it. Like, you don't want to get burned out. Like, you still want to be having fun when you're doing it as a pro, if you're lucky enough. And maybe as a kid, I was like, Mom, no, like I can keep going. Like, I can keep playing. But looking back, like, I'm very fortunate for that because I haven't lost that fun of it and that passion for it and always wanting to get better. And sometimes that's why people get burned out, is because they did it too much as a kid and their parents forced it on them, or whoever forced it on them too much. And that was never something I really had to deal with. So I feel very fortunate.
Got to have that balance. That's awesome that your parents, made sure of that, or at least were cautious of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the only recruitment letter Travis got in 7th grade was to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius was trying to get him over to the high school
to play hockey.
Is that what it was for?
Yeah, nobody. That's the only sport anybody wanted me in 7th grade, 7th, 8th grade. It was that and lacrosse.
We need the hockey highlight tape. We're
gonna get back out there. We got to get out there with the Watts. That's the goal. We got to get out there with TJ and JJ and all those dudes. Yeah. All right, let me ask you this. We're gonna try the segment. We've never done it. It's probably gonna be very short lived. It's called Name a Person. We're gonna go around the horn and each name an athlete from Iowa until we can't anymore.
Oh, gosh.
I feel like you're probably not going to struggle. Can you name current players?
No. They just have to be an athlete.
Has to be former players? Can they be current?
No, they can be former. They have to be former.
No, current?
No, they can be current.
I'm going to try to do like NFL current players. See if I can do. Okay.
Right. You might beat us in that too. Travis has like actually, we both really have the positions. So let's see how it happens. All right. Who's starting?
I'll start. George Kittle.
I knew that was going to be the first person he was going to say.
I'm going to say Sam Laporta, just to take Travis's answers away from him before.
Okay. I'm going to go Tyler Linderbaum on the Ravens.
No, that's nice. Nice. I'm going to go Claire Kittle.
Tristan Wirfs.
That's right.
Solid answer.
The Eagles, actually, rookie Cooper DeJean from Iowa.
Oh, nice. Nijay, what about a little
for us?
TJ Hawkinson?
Ah, that's right. I always forget about him. He's on the Vikings, right?
Yes. He's finally back healthy, doing his thing.
That's awesome.
I'm going to get a throwback here. I'm going to get a throwback. Robert Gallery.
His wife actually played basketball at Iowa, too.
What? There we
go. Look at that.
That's yeah. They actually came to quite a few of our games the last couple of years. Great people. Cool people.
Nice.
Oh, gosh. Okay, let's see. This is tough.
We stumped her.
I'm thinking about NFL
she's still
players.
thinking of NFL. She can go all day.
I'm going to go Geno Stone. I think he's on the Bengals now. I'm pretty sure he had a pick 6 this past week.
Ooh.
All right.
I'll take your word for it. I'll take. All right. We respect Geno.
What you got, Trev?
I'm going to go a little Chiefs tight end. When I first got to Kansas City, Tony Moeaki.
Oh, okay.
My dog, my Chi-Town brother. Shout out to T-Mo, man.
I'm going to go another former teammate, Julian Vandervelde. Julian Vandervelde.
Jeez.
No way.
Did anybody say Dallas Clark?
No, the legend.
I was holding on to that one.
No gloves. No gloves.
The man.
I'll stay in the tight end world over there. Noah Fant.
That's right.
Big
Seahawks, I think?
Yes. Yep. 8-7 over there in Seattle.
All right. I'm going to go Marshall Yanda.
This dude is pulling out this random name.
I'm pulling up the old schools.
I'm gonna go Riley Moss on the Broncos. I'm going with the younger players, the ones that were in school with me.
Well, I'll show my age and Jason's as well because he was the same recruiting class. He was also a Kansas City Chief when I got to Kansas City. Ricky Stanzi, quarterback, Iowa.
Okay.
Oh man, this might be right.
This is where it ends.
This might be. I'm pretty sure Matt Tobin played for Iowa.
Pretty sure?
I'm next to positive.
Then you lost. If you're pretty sure, you lost.
All right, we'll end it there. I think we all did very respectable.
We did great. I'm impressed.
That was fun. Iowa. Who would have
thought? With the Iowa. I knew it, Tobe. All right, there we go.
That was a fun one.
All right.
What was one of your most favorite memories from playing at Iowa, though?
Ooh. That's tough. There's a lot.
Yeah. Maybe one that everyone doesn't know about.
So every 4 years in college basketball, you get to take a foreign trip and you go and play some teams overseas, like in the summer before your season.
What? Oh, this sounds like
fun.
a blast.
That's great.
So we went to Italy and Croatia, like 2 great spots.
Would you like more? Which one? Which one would you like more?
Honestly, Croatia.
I've heard that. I've heard Croatia is awesome.
It's
many people.
Great. Well, I went to Split and Dubrovnik. It's awesome. I tell people, I'm like, if you're gonna go one place like overseas, like that has to be the spot. It's clean, the water's beautiful, things to do.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
Food's great.
Nice.
The basketball wasn't that serious. We beat everybody by 80, but it was just so much fun. We had so many fun nights together, and
you guys were like the dream team over there.
Yeah, people don't get to hear about those type of memories with your friends, like your college friends, and we had a good time.
Oh my gosh!
Really? Yeah.
I can
what
only
is it?
imagine going overseas with
Croatians. We found out. We just recently found out we were Croatian. We didn't even know.
Really?
That's why I got so excited when you said Croatian.
He's proud.
I got some blood.
That's me. That's funny.
We talked about NIL earlier. How much did that change when that became a thing your senior year? Because you were unique where when you first got to college, it wasn't a thing, and all of a sudden it became a thing.
It became a thing after my freshman year. And it was kind of weird because everybody was like, okay, so what is it? And
trying to maneuver.
The NCAA, they don't have many rules on much anymore. So
right.
There weren't many rules, and it was more so okay, what can we do? What can we not do? And we're also the first. So you're trying to figure it out as you go. My family helped me a lot. But as you get going, you just figure things out, and it's fun. And and it obviously should have been a thing for a really long time. The NIL part of it, the true endorsements, you're doing a commercial for, the local coffee shop or whatever it is. It's something so easy and so simple. And I think, a normal student can do that, but why couldn't an athlete? It's just such a simple thing that should have been a thing for a long time. But also it was challenging to navigate, and it still is seeing these college students that they don't have the right resources around them. And
it's tough.
It stinks. It's hard. And I think that's kind of something that needs to kind of become, I don't know, more prevalent. And I know universities are trying to start having in-house NIL people or whatever it is, or in-house lawyers or whatever it is to kind of try to manage that. So they're doing the best they can too, but obviously there's not many guidelines or rules, so it makes it hard as well. But it obviously changed a lot, and it's made it fun. And I think it's also helped women's sports grow too. I think you've seen.
Yeah, it's a great point. Women's sports has blown up with the NIL stuff. That's such a good.
Everyone's becoming more familiar. Yeah,
absolutely. So it's been great for everybody, honestly.
Nice. Have you ever heard of anybody? You're a little bit closer to the NIL world. Have you heard of anybody paying their taxes? Because that's what, in my mind, I'm I definitely wasn't fucking ready to pay taxes when I was in college. I wasn't thinking about that shit.
I know. That's what I always think about. And lucky enough, I had obviously great parents and people that helped me with that. But these people are getting this money, and little do they know, you're going to see maybe half of that.
Especially,
And so I don't know, they're spending, and you just worry. But if you guys got to pick any NIL deal in college, what are you going with?
Ooh.
Adriatico's Pizza. I could sell that shit in a heartbeat. I used to go there every fucking day. If you're ever around University of Cincinnati, go on up there to Clifton and have some Adriatico's Pizza. Get you a Bearcat Pizza. It's one of the best.
All right. I'm going to do it. I like it.
If I'm going for business-wise, you want to get in the P&G family.
Procter & Gamble. I knew you were going to go there. That's a marketing major right there. The correct answer is go to the biggest brand in the city.
Well, the biggest oversight of all these brands.
We need something a little more.
I'll say this. I would go, selfishly, the one that I would do would be Skyline. Because it's just it's such a representation for Cincinnati. Very unique to the area. Well, do yourself a favor. Don't go. You'll absolutely hate it.
Don't do it.
It's very acquired. You have to drink it at least you have to eat it at least 3 or 4 times when you're drunk to really truly appreciate it.
Before you actually enjoy it.
Okay.
I've seen Jason eat more Penn Station at the University of Cincinnati than I did Skyline. So.
We have Penn Station here.
Penn Station's good.
Penn Station is good.
One of the best cheesesteaks in the land.
Great cheesesteak. What do you think about that, Jason, as a Philly guy?
Gosh, you're going to put me on blast because I love Penn Station cheesesteaks. And there's a heated debate between Kylie and I.
You're about to divide a family, Caitlin.
Kylie, I took her to Penn Station to have a cheesesteak. I'm like, you're going to love this cheesesteak. It is so good. And she was like, this is a cheese and steak sandwich. This is not a cheesesteak. I'm like, what the hell? You can't just switch it. It's the same ingredients.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
could not stand it, was like flabbergasted that this thing would even be called a cheesesteak. So I do love Penn Station cheesesteaks, but I'm Philadelphia.
Kai likes the nacho cheese on the cheesesteak, though, so that's a little.
See, no, I don't like the nacho cheese.
She does American. Stop. I'm not going to let you do this to Kylie. The one thing that I think everybody's a little bit with is the transfer portal, right? Like there's a kid, Penn State, like more recently, what is it? Their starting quarterback just announced he's transferring right before the playoffs.
Yeah, I saw that. I was thinking their backup, but like.
Oh, was it? Okay, sorry.
But he played in a few games, even like quite a few games, because I think Drew Aller or whatever his name is got hurt or something.
That's what it was.
But yeah, the transfer portal is crazy, especially in football. Like I think that's where it's gotten the craziest because that's obviously where all the money's at.
Everybody's a free agent every year. This is
not just every year; it's like twice a year, right?
Adam Schefter's like reporting, like, yes, they've negotiated a new deal for him to stay at the university. I'm like, yeah, like where else is he gonna go? It's like crazy, and it's kind of sad. Like it just like you lost that little bit of like. I don't know, amateurism of college sports. And I don't know, that's why it's so fun. But also, like, it's the world we're living in.
Level right
so, like,
below being a professional, like that.
I know.
Get
it's
you
like
ready for
it's like a minor league football, basically, now.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I don't know. What do you guys think about the transfer portal? Do you think there should be, like, different rules?
I'm too old school. I didn't get the opportunity to transfer, so.
I don't think that people should be leaving before the playoffs. I think that they should figure that out.
Yeah.
I kind of think that there should be a commitment level from the player to the university that there isn't right now. And I don't know if that means signing like term contracts, like maybe it's like a 2-3 year contract that you're like agreeing to stick with a team or a university as long as there's not like a coaching change.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was the original reason why they came up with the transfer portal was one, because of COVID, but two, because coaches just were up and leaving and players were being forced to just be there with whoever came in.
Yeah.
Knowing that the new coaching staff wasn't the ones that really wanted them or recruited them. So they were kind of put on the back burner. I think if a coach leaves, then a player or whoever on the team gets to be able to enter the transfer portal. But if
for sure,
it should go back to the old rules. If you ask an old timer like me, to where if you transfer, you have to sit out a year.
I know. I agree.
I don't know.
Or I think like you get one.
Every
free
situation is
pass
different, but
for sure. Yeah. Or you get a free pass if
one
your coach
free
leaves, or
I
whatever.
think that makes a ton of sense. Having one free. Yeah.
But now we got people on like their 4th school and their 7th year. It's just getting egregious.
Insane. I was being a kid, and when NCAA football, the video game came out, I was just like, I just have to. I have to buy that. I have to play this. I have to act like I went to every university. And then I was like, oh, I don't have to just go and create a new like player. I can just transfer. So I played at 4 different schools, won the Heisman at each school. And I'm just like, man, could you imagine a player doing this? Because NIL, if he wins the Heisman like early on enough, like he's gonna get, or they're gonna get enough money to stay at their like
college.
Yeah,
to stay in college for as long as they want, or as long as their eligibility to let them.
And what do you have to say in college for 3 years in college football? What do you guys think about that? You think that's good, or you think
that should remain? That should remain.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in favor of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like restricting kids. Like if they're good enough, go. But there's like a physicality that I feel like is still like very different.
Yeah.
But it'll get to the point where it's not even the physicality. It'll just be guys will leave knowing that they have the potential to become that. You know what I mean? So guys will just like get drafted based off of potential even more.
Right.
All right now.
Happy New Year's, 92%ers. The NFL playoffs are around the corner, and that's why we need to tell you about our special hookup from today's sponsor, SeatGeek, who are back for their 3rd season with New Heights.
And we have a special discount for the 92%ers.
Ooh, do we?
Get 10% off any ticket on SeatGeek, whether you're a new customer or not, with the code New Heights.
That works for sports, concerts, comedy shows, going to see a playoff game at Arrowhead, or maybe even a college football playoff game. How about that?
How about it? SeatGeek rates on a scale of 1 to 10. Look for those green dots. Green means good, and red means not so good, but still a good ticket.
So save yourself some money. Open the SeatGeek app and add code New Heights to your account to get 10% off your next order.
Doesn't matter if you used SeatGeek before. That's code New Heights for 10% off. Terms do apply.
This year, healthy habits don't only apply to humans. Give your dog a fresh start too. The Farmer's Dog makes feeding real, healthy dog food easy and it's convenient. And your dog will absolutely love it.
Developed by board-certified nutritionalists. The Farmer's Dog is a human-grade dog food that's made with real meat and veggies and gently cooked to preserve nutrients.
Traditional pet food is highly processed and difficult to portion correctly, but the Farmer's Dog has changed that with their freshly made food.
They take the guesswork out of serving sizes by precisely portioning your dog's food based on their unique nutritional needs. The pre-portioned packs are simple to serve and ensure your dog is eating the right amount to keep them healthy and thriving.
Plus, the Farmer's Dog delivers right to your door, automatically sending you new food as soon as you're running low.
And they have 24/7 customer service with real people, because sometimes you have a burning question about your dog's food at 2 a.m.
Get 50% off your first box of fresh, healthy food at thefarmersdog.com/New Heights. Plus, you can get some free shipping.
Just go to thefarmersdog.com/New Heights to get 50% off. That's thefarmersdog.com/New Heights. All right, before we get back into the action, let's talk about something everyone needs as we roll into the playoff season and the new year. Jason, tell the people about AG1.
Oh, man. AG1 is a game changer. It's like your morning fuel. It's a daily health drink that's just one scoop mixed with water, of course, like a smoothie or water, just plain old water if you're feeling like not being fancy. It's got vitamins, minerals, and pre and probiotics and more.
Wait, you said probiotics?
That's right. That's
so
right.
It helps to keep things moving, like, because after all those holiday meals, 92%ers might need to, little extra help getting it out.
Okay, I don't think that's what probiotics necessarily are, but I feel you. AG1 does have probiotics and digestive enzymes to keep everything moving smoothly. Less bloating, not being backed up. That's right. It helps to keep your gut healthy, basically, so you can focus on the important stuff.
What about taste? I'm not trying to choke down something that tastes bad.
It's got kind of a fruity taste that's actually good, and you can't trust me. It tastes better than it looks. It's not just some green juice that you have to choke down. It actually tastes bomb.
So how do your listeners get in on this, Jason?
Easy. Head to drinkag1.com/New Heights and they'll hook it up right now. AG1 is offering new subscribers a free $76 gift when you sign up. You'll get a welcome kit and a bottle of vitamin D3 K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first box.
Just head to drinkag1.com/New Heights. That's drinkag1.com/New Heights to get your free gift and start your new year on a healthier note. We end all of our conversations with a segment we call We Gotta Ask, but you don't have to answer, Caitlin. So it's as simple as that. All righty, Caitlin, you're up and you don't have to answer these. You can tell us to just fuck off. Did you see the new NBA All-Star format?
I did.
And how do you feel about this?
Oh, see, that's tough.
4 teams of 8 with one team being the Rising Stars.
So I saw Kevin Durant said this today or maybe yesterday or whenever it was, but they should go back to the East versus West. And that's when I loved it. I think it should be East versus West. Like, that's true All-Stars. Like,
No doubt.
East versus West, battle it out.
That's what it was about.
Yeah. So I think that's what it should be, but obviously not the commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on board for East versus West All-Stars. I think that's the whole point of it. That's why you're an All-Star. It's the best from the East versus the best from the West. Play each other. See which side's better.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not a fan of any of these in-season tournaments that the NBA is doing.
Yeah. I was actually talking about this today.
How are you not? What is there to not be a fan of?
All the funky floors, and then there's tournaments, and they don't mean crap. Can we just play basketball? Can we just play basketball?
I'm getting like a migraine looking at the neon green floor. But no, I feel like it was a hit the first year, the NBA Cup, or whatever it was, and it kind of like toned down a little bit this year, but it's interesting. They're trying to spice it up a little bit.
I don't know what team is what team. The jerseys aren't the same. The colors aren't the same. Jason is such an old stubborn dude. This is hilarious.
All righty.
That's funny.
Obviously, Caitlin, you don't need to help with the ratings, but it's been in the news a lot recently that the NBA ratings are down.
Mm-hmm.
should we brainstorm a few ideas besides changing the NBA courts to bring back ratings into the NBA? What do you think?
That's a great
You're the
question.
marketing major. Come on.
I've been asking a lot of people about this and why they think they're down. But also, like, it's interesting because I'm pretty sure opening day was the NBA's best opening day in a while. So it's interesting. Yeah. And obviously, I think
the Cavs are back, baby. The Cavs are fucking rolling right now. You know what I'm saying? It just makes the league better when Cleveland's thriving.
They're really, really good.
Fucking pulled that out of my ass. They are fun to watch right now.
So, well, let's ask this: what are your suspicions potentially as to why the NBA ratings would be down?
Honestly, like, I feel like the average just like basketball fan doesn't understand how good NBA players are. And they think it looks like they're not trying. I promise you they're trying. They're just like so good. Like, that's why it looks like they're not trying. And obviously the physicality of the league has changed a lot. And I wasn't around when it was like much more physical, and maybe people want more like beef and physicality, and people think it's gotten soft. But I think that's also because the skill has just changed. And like, that's what's great about basketball. Like, it's always evolving. Like, it's going to be different than when MJ played. It's going to be different in 10 years than it is now. So it's hard for me to like put my finger on like why it has gone down. And also it's competing against a lot of football right now. You have to take that into consideration. Like, football is just, that's America's favorite thing. I think people should I love 3-point shooting. I love seeing guys just like launch threes, but not everybody loves that. So I don't know.
What do you think about a 4-point line?
I love that. Let's do it.
That's actually a great idea. Genius. That is genius.
4-point line.
How does the criminal justice major come up with the best marketing plan right here?
Sometimes you just got to open your eyes, Jason. Look at the sheet of paper in front of you.
Or we could get like just 2 spots.
Yeah.
What about you're saying that everybody's questioning how physical the game is. What do you think a hockey style fight once a game? Just everybody picks a fighter.
Who doesn't like a
boxing
good
gloves? So
2-minute penalty boxing. You can come back in. You don't get ejected.
That's what I'm saying.
All
This dude's got some reach on him.
Bring that physicality
the
back.
Guy wants that.
What about like an NBA jam rule where like if you start making like a third bucket, it's worth more.
It's like heating up, like you're on fire.
If you're on fire, it's worth more. So like I don't know. That'd be dope.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Just made me want to play NBA Jam. Have you ever played NBA Jam, Kaylin?
Yeah, I used to have this like it was like the whole arcade, like the arcade.
That's so
NBA Jam.
sick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Legit.
I haven't played in a while, but yeah.
Is it potentially because they're playing too many games?
I think that's for sure probably something. Like 82 games on like somebody's body, like
That's so many.
It's insane. Like they're not practicing a lot. Like it's just hard.
If it's to the point that that your star players are having to take time off, why don't we just play less games?
I know.
So that star players don't have to take time off. Because I don't know. I feel like the NBA and Major League Baseball grew up in times where ticket sales were was your main source of revenue. And now it's all driven by ad dollars from TV contracts.
Yeah.
So to increase TV revenue, it's like just play less games in more impactful times. I don't know.
Yeah, there's definitely ways to solve that. I mean, like 82 games and we play half of that. And that's going to go up as we add more teams to our league.
Yeah.
But like, I can't imagine playing 80.
Kansas City's is shopping around for a team.
Patrick's trying to bring one. I know. And they got a good basketball arena there. What is it? The Sprint Center?
Oh, yeah, Sprint Center. Oh, yeah.
Or whatever.
We hold the, you're right. Golly, you just took me back. It used to be Sprint. Sprint sold to T-Mobile, so now it's the T-Mobile Center.
I knew it was one of them.
Big 12 tourneys there every year.
Yeah, it's a great spot. And then Power and Light District down there, like it would be a great place for great women's basketball. Could be great there.
For sure.
So I'd support it, but yeah, I don't know. I think 82 games is a lot on somebody's body and like mentally, like that's hard. And what is it for football? I mean, you're playing 15 or
you're playing 17 regular season,
17, and they're
which
trying
I think
to
is too
add
much.
18.
I think the NBA, I think the NFL should be playing less regular season games, but I'm losing that battle.
And what are you playing, Travis? You're playing like 3 in like 11 days or something like that?
Yeah. So it already started. I'm going to be playing 2 in the next, 8 days?
Yeah.
Like, how do you even prepare for that? Like, that's crazy.
You just put your shoes and pads on just like the other team.
We're in this together.
And you put your face in the fan. You just know it's coming.
We're all in this shit now.
To be honest, we're ending that skit or like the 3 games in 11 days. We're ending it on Christmas. And it's like, who can't get excited to play on fucking Christmas?
That's true.
We didn't last year, and you saw that firsthand. But this year, I think we're ready.
We're going to rebound on Christmas.
on Netflix.
We learned from last year. Yeah, exactly.
You recently played in a pro-am with Annika Sorenstam.
I did.
You hit a person on a tee box. I don't know how you do that.
Okay.
Who would hit a person on a tee box?
Yeah, I know I can relate. Jason, I don't know if you played in enough pro-ams yet to hit anybody, but
the video that was going viral where I like completely topped it. So it's crazy. Like we're playing like these long par threes that are like 200 yards. I'm like, I'm not good enough to hit a par three, like 200 yards. Like, so I whip out my hybrid. I'm like teeing up my hybrid club. Just top it, like straight out of fan to the left.
Been there.
But I think they dodged it.
Down the third base line.
But I nailed somebody on a different par three, like some woman, like right in the shoulder. Like
shoulder?
And I saw a TikTok like the next day, just like black welt on her arm.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just how you hit her good if you just got a black welt. Are you more competitive in golf or basketball?
That's hard. I think like golf makes me more mad because I'm not as good at it. Like I'm just like the average hack, and like you want to be good, like you're competitive, just like basketball or football. Like it's like, why am I not good at this? So, and it's like it's an individual sport, and we're used to team sports. So I think that's what pisses me off too. It's like it's all on me, and I know it's all my fault. So
I share your pain. Are you more nervous on the free throw line or at the first tee?
First tee, not even close. I'm like shaking. I like can't put my ball on the tee. You're like can't get it to stay on the tee. You're shaking so bad trying to put the tee in the ground. I mean, like you're average at golf. At least you're confident in the actual sport you play, you know?
Touche. According to your teammates, you are quite the karaoke person. What is your karaoke song of choice? Or what's your go-to?
Ooh. That's tough. It switches up.
Yeah. Depends on what mood you're in.
It does. You know what's good? Where is the Love by the Black Eyed Peas. That's a good
song.
It's a good karaoke song.
She gets it.
Yep.
Honestly, it changes up. I like a little duet action. So you could go up there with your friends.
Okay.
Nice.
I haven't done karaoke in a while. What's your guys' go-to song if you had to pick?
I have one song and I go to it routinely. And that is Total Eclipse of the Heart by the Dan Band. I will sing that at any time.
I'm anything 80s rock and roll. 80s, 70s, 80s rock and roll. Throw it on. Springsteen, you name it, any of it. I'm like AC/DC. I can only do one, though. If I'm going to do AC/DC, I can only do one.
Yeah, that takes a lot out of you.
Because I can only stay like that for so long. And then my voice is just gone. So
I will go Colt 45 Afro Man if I am feeling like the crowd is the right.
Colt 45. All
right. What's the GOAT basketball shoe?
Ooh, so I play in only Kobe's. I like Kobe's are my.
Nice.
I'm a big Kobe fan.
What numbers?
The 5 and the 6. Nice. I like the 6 probably better. But 5 and 6, they're low tops, so
yeah. That's why I was like, I can do the ones. That's about it.
But they look
in
cool.
In terms of hooping, yeah,
they look cool. And trust me, I've sprained my ankles 1,000 times. There's no stopping it anymore.
I forget which number it is, but he came out with the ones. I think after he popped his Achilles, with the actually like went up like halfway up the calf.
Yep, and they're making those again. Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah, I got a pair in like white and maybe red. So that should be that could be the shoe you hoop in.
There it is.
Goes all the way up his leg. Make sure he does.
I'm not rolling my fucking ankle and knees. I know that for sure. Just wearing a winter boot.
Yeah, literally.
If you weren't playing basketball, what would Caitlin Clark be doing? You said you were a marketing major. Would you have gone more into that world, or you think you would have jumped into something else?
Oh, man, that's tough. I think if my basketball career would have ended, I still would have loved sports just because it was like such a huge part of my childhood and like what I did.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe like try to work in like a front office of a sports organization or something like that. I think that would be cool. Not like the coaching side of it, but like the operations side and getting to do like free agency stuff. And I think that would be really cool.
Apparently you have talked about opening a rib restaurant. Is this true?
Yeah.
Are you into the ribs?
This was like such a random thing when I was growing up. I like told my mom like, yeah, there was like this plot of land like by where we lived, and
yeah,
I like had this weird obsession with like ribs. It was like what I asked my mom to bake me for my birthday.
Ain't nothing weird about it. Let me tell you, there ain't nothing weird about that.
So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna open the rib crib, like have this barbecue joint, like
heck yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I've kind of phased out of like I love ribs still, but I've never made ribs for myself, but I'll just hire a chef. Maybe he can run the restaurant.
You can just be the face behind. You baby back or spare ribs?
Baby back.
Baby back. All right. Yeah. All right.
Give him my baby.
Are you Kansas City style barbecue sauce or you going?
I'm Kansas City. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That makes sense. That adds up.
What about
right there?
What sides are we having?
This dude did talk about
he's all in.
I haven't had
offensive lineman at heart. Have you ate today, Jason?
Full disclosure, I haven't had dinner yet, and now my mouth is salivating.
I gotta go like some mac and cheese.
Okay.
What else are we going with?
Cornbread,
some cheesy corn.
Have to have cornbread.
Yeah.
Maybe some like green beans with bacon or like
green beans.
I don't even know.
Baked beans.
Baked beans are great.
Jason's just answering his own question.
Baked beans are great. I love baked beans. I haven't had barbecue in forever. You're gonna make me crave it.
My mouth is legitimately watering right now.
Come on down to Arrowhead. We'll get you some barbecue.
Can I get the banana pudding for dessert? Ooh.
All right. Piece of advice for the next Caitlin Clark watching.
That's tough. I think just like enjoy every single moment because it goes so fast and like life changes so fast and you only get to do a lot of things once. So have fun, enjoy it. Remember why you do it because like you love it. You're passionate about it. Don't take it too serious. So I would say that. That's how I've tried to live. And obviously some moments are better than others. As you guys know, you get competitive and caught up, but just enjoy it, have fun and, keep loving it.
I think that's a very wise
advice.
Answer.
Yes.
Especially for someone going into their second year of professional basketball. It's amazing.
I took so much shit serious when I first got in the league. I was just like, I have to do this. I have to, and this and this. And now I'm just like telling everyone, like, it's not that serious. Right?
Yeah.
That's just like.
Oh, that's funny.
Before we wrap, do you have any questions for us?
Ooh.
You got any?
Feel free to ask none. I mean,
feel free. I don't have any. It was fun. You guys were great. So thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Caitlin Clark!
Yeah, baby.
Thanks, Kelce Bros. You guys were awesome.
You're absolutely amazing. Can't wait to see you and the Fever go at it again next season. Right. When are you guys starting up for a training camp?
April.
Oh, nice. So you got some time.
Okay. I got some time. So hopefully I can make it to a Chiefs game here soon. Maybe a playoff game or something. So
I'll tell you what, we punched our ticket. So we're definitely, we're going to at least I would assume we at least got one at Arrowhead. But, you're invited to them all. So
all right. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming on, Caitlin. Alrighty, and that wraps up another episode of New Heights. Thank you so much to our guest, Caitlin Clark. We will be back next week for a brand new episode. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to the New Heights channel and follow New Heights on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. Reminder, you can listen to new episodes of New Heights early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts.
Once again, New Heights, a Wondery show produced by Wave Sports and Entertainment, and a big thanks to our presenting sponsor, Audible. Start listening today when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/New Heights. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S as usual. And thanks to our production crew and 92%ers. You guys are our favorites for tuning in and also making us look better than we are. Love you guys. See you guys next week.
That's right. Happy New Year.
All right.